Hi, hello, welcome to another edition of Monday Night Dice Friends, because that's what we call it, right?
Yeah.
Monday Night Dice Friends. Hello, friends.
You're still here with me.
Yeah,
We're
it's me.
friends.
We're friends. Yeah,
And there's dice.
and
So
there's
it's
dice.
fine.
Dice friend. Well, it's friends because there's two of us. Hello, my name is Adam. I am joined by Paul.
Hello.
And tonight, we are continuing our ongoing playthrough of every fighting fantasy book worth a damn. And I don't know, I think they're all worth a damn.
Yeah, I don't think I think our main criteria
Yep.
is availability as opposed to quality.
Quality, yeah. Quantity over quality. That's what we're...
I believe this is the one of two that we have now that was we chose those based on whether they were available for Amazon Prime shipping.
Yes.
So they would get here in time.
Yeah. Because we have a backup book. It's over here. It's the what is it? The Port of Peril is the backup book that we have in the pocket for later whenever we want to fill in one of these.
It's never like, the gingerbread house of happiness.
Yeah, it's never like the bouncy castle of
Yeah. Oh man.
fortune. Yeah, it's like, oh man, I can't wait.
Bouncy castle. Do you want to bounce?
Yeah,
Turn to page 5.
Yeah, I choose not to bounce. You die.
You bounce.
So yes, for those of you that are unaware, these streams are an ongoing thing where I guess myself and Paul's here too. We're a team. Go through. There were a series of books that were made back in the 80s and 90s. I think it was mostly maybe the 90s. I don't actually know when they were made, but they're basically choose your own adventure books, but you create a character and you roll stats and there's combat and there's in this one there's spells. This is new. We're a mage.
82 was the first
82 was the first one? Okay. And they're basically choose your adventure books, but with like a D&D style twist, so you get to make a character. But before we get into the meat and potatoes and everything else that we want to do, this stream is brought to you by Wormwood Gaming. They provide us with our dice trays and also with a bunch of our, like the dice tower and stuff that you see when we do the D&D campaigns. They're super quality. If you go to their website and use the code LRR, if you're within the US, you get free shipping. And everywhere else, use the code LRRWorld for $10 off your shipping. It's a pretty good deal. The quality of the product is very good. Like everything we use by them is like sturdy and it's like nice and feels good. So yeah, it's wormwoodgaming.com. The bones of trees and the skins of beasts. Offer not valid in the Forgotten Realms. Why is it like a, there's multiple slaps.
Well, yeah, I recorded myself slapping the thing multiple times and then overlaid them. I wanted to give the impression of like a bunch of people.
Doing it? Okay, yeah, I dig it. That was just like 10 Ians, like. I'm so glad we have that now. Now we don't even need Ian anymore.
To be fair, he does do other things.
Yeah, he does other stuff, yeah. So yeah, and also this stream is brought to you by you. Patreon.com/LoadingReadyRun. Thanks a lot. You did this. This is because of you. The idiot like me gets to read a book out loud.
And,
pretty cool.
And if you were over on our YouTube channel just now and we're watching the Road Quest premiere for episode 3, that was also provided in part by Patreon, also by people who supported it directly with a Kickstarter, but it's all part of the value service.
It's a lot of stuff you get.
Also, if you missed that, it is just on the YouTube channel. But don't go watch it now.
Don't go watch it now. Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch me. Listen to Paul. You're not even really watching Paul, but yeah, watch it after. You can. Okay. So there's a few things that we need to do before we start. First of all, read the back of the book, because this gives us an idea of the adventure we are about to partake in. Are you brave enough to enter the trap-filled lair of the sorceress Balthus Dire? I can't even say it with a straight face. But like, if someone was like, "What's your name?" Like, Balthus? Like, Balthus. We're like, yeah, Balthus Dire, sorcerer.
Comes from a long line of the Dire
the
family.
Dires, the New Hampshire Dires. You are a fearless young wizard armed with magic spells, the last hope to defeat the dread warlord Balthus Dire, whose sorcery threatens the land. You must enter his forbidden citadel and take on his monstrous minions, or perish in the process. May your stamina never fail, never fail. So yeah, that is the little thing. But first, we need to make a character. So before we're starting,
now I believe I think this is actually the second Fighting Fantasy book. The whatever his name is, the
Steve Jackson?
No, the first one was the Warlock of Firetop Mountain,
yes,
or whatever.
I thought this was the third one.
Is it the third one?
Yeah, Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and then City of Thieves, and then this one, the Citadel of Chouse.
It's weird. Like, I think they have been published in various orders over the years.
Yeah,
because this is the re-release book you're looking at.
Yeah, because we did the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and then we did the Forest of Doom.
Right.
And did you know there's a book called House of Hell? It's never a bouncy castle of good fortune. Yeah. It's always.
Now there's interesting. There are some ones that came out later that are like not fantasy.
Yeah.
There's like space ones and stuff, which could be kind of cool too.
Yeah, I'd be down. I think like getting through. I don't even know how many of these there are. There's got to be like, there's dozens of us, dozens. So okay, we need to make a character. We need to name our character, and we use the same name every time. Otaku Jeff rides again. He's become a wizard. We write it in pen because we like to live with our mistakes. Otaku Jeff rides again. So there's 3 different stats. There's skill, stamina, and luck. There's also magic, which we roll for now too. Let's roll 1 die. This is very important. So if I roll really well, the adventure is it's much easier as the last 2, because I rolled really well like 2 times now.
I think you rolled like a 6 and a 5 or something stupid.
Yeah, I rolled like near perfect like both times. So I just need to keep rolling perfect. So I need to roll 1 die, add 6 to this number, enter this total in the skill box. Skill is like super important because skill is like all the combat. So if we have if I roll a 1, I'm in a lot of trouble.
So it's skill. Yeah, skill is your fighting.
Yeah. Stamina or my
stamina
hit points.
Is hit points, and then luck is a little thing that you can use to boost various.
And I can also re-roll things.
Right. So you can boost things. You can re-roll things, but luck runs out, which is kind of interesting.
Yes.
But it can be restored as well.
It says right here, skill reflects your swordsmanship and fighting expertise. The higher, the better. Stamina represents your strength. The higher your stamina, the longer you will survive. Luck represents how lucky a person you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in the fantasy world you are about to explore.
Yeah, I like that when you die by just getting too tired.
Yes.
Your stamina runs out.
Yeah, you get tuckered out.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's roll this dice. Come on, Adam. Okay. If there's any justice in the world, I'll roll a 6.
You live in a world with no justice.
I knew this day was coming. Okay. All right.
Truly the darkest timeline.
Add 6 to this. 7. Cool. Okay. So roll both dice, add 12, and add that to that's my stamina.
Both dice and then add 12?
Yeah, both dice add 12. Okay. 7. So 19. Stamina is 19. Luck.
I will say that there has been information. I've seen people talking about this, that it does take multiple goes through. So we'll see how Otaku Jeff and his multiple
it's a line of
multiple clones.
Yeah, it's a line of otaku. So
it's Otaku Jeff is actually like a title.
Yes.
It's Dread Pirate Robert
style.
It's passed down.
All right. Roll 1 die, add 6 to this number, and this is our luck. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay. 9 luck. That's not bad. Okay, not the best stats. We have to roll for magic. Where's magic? Okay.
I would call these very average stats so far.
Oh yeah, he's
Except for
Otaku Jeff the average. In addition to skill, stamina, and luck scores, you must also determine your magic score in a similar way. Roll 2 dice, add 6 to the number rolled, enter this total in the magic box. So, if there's any justice, like I deserve this. A 5. So 11. Okay, I deserve that.
Didn't it say add 12?
Nope, 6.
Oh,
Roll 2, add 6.
Okay.
Okay, so our magic score is 11. I can use 11 spells on my adventure. They give me a list. I'm not going to read out every spell. I'll read out the name of it. I think there are like 11 spells total. I think I might just take one of each.
So we're in old school D&D Vancian magic style, where
Yes.
you gotta remember, you gotta choose your spells at the beginning and then go for it.
Yeah, and you can take multiples of the same spell, right? So if
right.
I want to take okay, the spells here are creature copy.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll read it out. This spell will allow you to conjure up an exact duplicate of any creature you're fighting. The duplicate will have the same skill and stamina scores and the same powers as its original, but the duplicate will be under the control of your will, and you may, for example, instruct it to attack the original creature and then sit back and watch the battle. So it's a Pokemon, basically.
All right. That seems fine.
ESP, with this spell, you will be able to tune into psychic wavelengths. It may help you to read a creature's mind or may tell you what is locked behind a locked door. However, it is sometimes prone to give misleading information if one psychic source is close to another. So if you're next to Lady Cleo, you're in trouble.
All right.
Fire. Every creature is afraid of fire. Not true. Otaku Jeff is most notably not afraid of fire.
Not afraid of fire.
It's on his character card. Like, not afraid of fire.
It's on his tombstone. Was not afraid of fire.
Yeah.
Died from drowning.
Every creature is afraid of fire, and this spell allows you to conjure up fire at will. You may cause a small explosion on the ground, which will burn for several seconds, or you may create a wall of fire to keep a creature at bay. Fool's Gold. This spell will turn ordinary rock into a pile of what appears to be gold. However, the spell is merely a form of illusion spell, although more reliable than the illusion spell below. And the pile of gold will soon... It's an illusion spell, but it's not illusion, okay? Let's be honest here.
It is a subset.
So illusion, this is a powerful spell, but one which is a little unreliable. Though this spell through this spell, you may create a convincing illusion, e.g., that you have turned into a snake, or that the floor is covered in hot coals that with which to fool a creature. The spell will immediately be canceled if anything happens which dispels the illusion, e.g., you convince a creature that you have turned into a snake and then promptly crack it over the head with your sword. It is most effective against intelligent creatures. Why would it be most effective? You'd think that the smarter the creature, I guess they're too dumb to know what? That doesn't make any sense.
I guess, yeah, unintelligent creatures are too dumb to know that coals are bad.
That I'm a snake now?
Yeah.
I'm a snake. Okay, levitation. You may cast a spell onto objects, opponents, and even yourself. It frees its receiver from the effects of gravity, and as such will cause that receiver to float freely in the air under your control. Okay, there's luck. Cast during your adventure, except in battle. You do not wait for a choice to appear on the page. Once cast, it will restore your luck score by half your initial... Okay, so there's a spell called luck that restores half of your luck.
All right.
That's pretty good.
And that one, you don't have to actually... You can just do it whenever.
You can't cast it in battle.
Right.
Yeah. The spell will never increase... And it'll never increase my luck beyond its original start.
Right, right.
So I can't like cast luck twice and then just like have
it's
40
basically
luck.
just like a luck potion.
Yeah. Shielding. Casting a spell creates an invisible shield in front of you, which will protect you from physical objects, e.g. arrows, swords, or creatures. The shield is not effective against magic, and, of course, if nothing outside can touch you, you will not be able to touch anything outside it. There's a skill, or a spell of skill. This spell will replenish your stamina score by half. It's a healing spell. Okay, strength. This spell has the effect of increasing your strength greatly and is very useful when battling strong creatures. However, it must be exercised with caution, as it is difficult to control your own strength when it is suddenly increased by so much. So if I they're like, you have a strength spell, you can break down this door. But it's like, oh, you broke down this door too good. You're too strong.
You smash through it or whatever.
Yeah, or you break open this chest.
Yeah. So this is very interesting because it seems like this opens up, like, obviously within the context of the book.
Yeah.
There's a limit, like the illusion thing. Theoretically, you can make an illusion of anything.
Yeah.
But in the context of the book, presumably it'll be like, do you want to use your illusion spell?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it just like tells you what you do with it.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, I want to try a different illusion.
There's one more spell. It's called Weakness. Strong creatures are reduced by this spell to miserable weaklings. Hey, it's me. It is not successful against all creatures, but when effective, those creatures become puny and much less of a challenge in battle.
Ooh.
So I have 11 spell slots.
Probably doesn't work against bosses.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 spells. I'm just going to take one of each to start.
Ooh, okay.
And just go like that.
The old jack of all trades style.
Yeah. Creature copy, ESP, fire. And when I use them, I cross them off.
I do love, so you get one shot of each.
Yeah.
I do love the D&D style magic system where you can memorize the same thing multiple times in order to use it multiple times.
I would love to know what the actual
Yeah, it's like somehow it like disappears from your mind. I don't know. The lore behind it is a little weird.
Okay, we're going to take one of each spell. And we're just going to go like that.
Yeah.
Equipment. Okay, you start your adventure with a sword and dressed in leather armor. You carry a lantern to light your way and a backpack to hold any treasure or artifacts you may find on your way. I think that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, that's it. We don't start with any gold.
You don't start with any gold, or last time you also started with a couple of healing potions.
Oh yeah, did I start with a potion?
But no gold, that's tough.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I don't think I started this one with a potion. That's weird.
Ouch.
Do I not?
Hard mode.
Yeah. Wild. Okay. Well, I guess you have a bunch of spells. Like, they give me spells that skill and strength.
There's a heal. So you should remember that. You have a spell that restores your healing, that restores your stamina, and you have a spell that restores your luck.
Yes.
Do you have a spell that restores your skill as well? No. Can skill go down? I guess it
skill...
probably can.
I'm going to be turning back to these spells very often. Yeah, skill just... So skill doesn't replenish skill. Skill replenishes your health, your stamina, the spell of skill. And then strength makes me, super strong randomly.
Right.
Anyway, are we ready?
Couldn't we have it... Couldn't it be just a stamina spell?
I mean, it could be, but you would think, yes. Yes. Logic would dictate, yes. The skill spell would replenish skill, and then stamina would replenish stamina.
Look, they're wizards. They're good at making spells, not good at naming spells, okay?
All right, let's get this farce over with. This is going to be... All right, all I have to do...
So that's all the setup.
Yeah, that's all the setup. All I have to do is avoid every fight, because I have 7 skill. That's miserable.
But you've got all sorts of... you have a wide assortment of different spells.
Yes.
So I feel like if the opportunity arises and it's like, there's a big monster here, do you want to cast fire or do you want to cast ESP?
Yeah.
Maybe do the one that seems less useful. Like you want to make sure you're using as broad a range of spells as possible.
Yeah.
I feel like
they do specifically state in the magic section that even if you roll the minimum magic score, that's enough spell slots to get you through the adventure.
If you don't,
if you pick right.
If you don't suck.
Yeah, if you don't suck. All right, so there's a little bit of background. Let me paint you a picture with my words.
All right.
The lawful good folk of the Vale of Willow have lived for some 8 years in awe and fear of the demi-sorcerer Balthus Dire. In awe, since his power is truly awesome. I think Balthus wrote this. It's like, yes, make sure you mention my awesome power.
What's a demi-sorcerer?
Balthus Dire is a demi-sorcerer.
Is this like half a
like
sorcerer?
Half sorcerer?
Partial sorcerer?
Sorcerer-ish. And, okay, sorry. In awe, since his power is truly awesome, and in fear ever since word leaked from his domain that his ambitious plans of conquest were to commence with the Vale itself. A faithful half-elf sent on a spying mission to the Black Tower came galloping back to the Vale 3 days ago with a frantic warning. From within the caverns of Kragan Rock, Balthus Dire had recruited an army of chaotics and was preparing them to attack the Vale within the week. The good King Solomon was a man of action. Messengers were sent throughout the Vale that day to prepare defenses and to summon the menfolk to action. I thought it said merfolk for a second. I was like, summon the merfolk.
Sure, why not?
Riders had also been sent to the great forest of Yore. The great forest of Yore, to warn the half-elves that lived there and to make an appeal for allied forces. King Solomon was also a wise man. He knew well that the news would inevitably reach the Grand Wizard of Yore, a white sorcerer of great power, who lived deep within the forest. The wizard was old and would not last through a battle of this magnitude, but he schooled a number of young magicians, and perhaps one of his students in the magic arts, with courage and ambition, would aid the king and his subjects. You are the star pupil of the Grand Wizard of Yore. He has been a difficult master, and your own impatience has often got the better of you. Perhaps a little too headstrong, you left immediately for Solomon's court. The king welcomed you enthusiastically and explained his plan. The battle would be avoided without bloodshed if Balthus were to be assassinated before his army could be amassed.
I mean, there's a little bit of bloodshed.
Yeah.
If we kill him, there won't be any bloodshed.
I just want you to murder one person. But you said there was no bloodshed. Well,
less
bloodshed.
Practically no bloodshed.
The mission ahead of you is extremely perilous. Balthus Dire is surrounded, in his citadel, by a multitude of appalling creatures. Although magic is your strongest weapon, there will be times when you must rely on your sword to survive. King Solomon has briefed you on your mission and warned you of the dangers that lie ahead. One way through the Citadel is the best for you to take. If you discover it, you will be successful with a minimum of personal risk. There's one good way. Can you tell me which way it is? No, we don't know it, but there is one good way.
Thanks. Thanks for the briefing there, King.
It may take you several trips to find the easiest way through. You leave the Vale of Willow on the long hike to the Black Tower. At the foot of the hill of Kragan Rock, you can see its outline against the dark sky. Your adventure awaits. May your stamina never fail. Now, turn over.
So even in the context of the book, it's like you may take several trips.
Yeah, the book's like, you might have to come back and forth.
So like the king is like, all right, go off there, and then like you come back like the next day, all like blackened or whatever from like
ooh, not so good.
Fire. He's like, yes, it didn't go too well. Yeah. Well, better luck next time. Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you remember which way you went? I'm like, no, I didn't write anything down. All right.
So for those watching at home, so we do have the book here.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the only scans that I was able to find of this book are very old and very crappy. So I apologize for the quality of the scan, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
And also, so Adam is playing from this is a reprint book. So it's possible there are some things that are different, but hopefully it'll be mostly the same. But
the art's going to be way better on the scan.
The art's definitely is different.
And by better, I mean better. Like, radder. Yeah. Old school fan, like that picture. That picture, actually, the little dog thing. The little dog, the face on this thing. I guess you can't see it.
There, if you go, there.
Look at its sad face. It was little homie.
Whoa.
Who's that homie? Tag yourself. I'm the dog on the right. It's like, who's...
That's like he's like the dog from like Men in Black or whatever, like the little pug that can talk.
The little pug, yeah. Yeah, okay. The sun sets as twilight turns to darkness and you start your climb up the hill towards the forbidding shape silhouetted against the night sky. The Citadel is less than an hour's climb. Some distance from its walls you stop to rest. A mistake, as it seems a fearful specter from which there is no escape. The hairs on your neck prickle as you look towards it. But you are ashamed of your fears. With grim resolve you march towards the main gate, where you know guards will be waiting. You consider your options. You have already thought about claiming to be an herbalist, come to treat a guard with a fever. I like how he doesn't expect the guards to be dogs. Like he's like, I've come to treat you. I'm an herbalist.
I feel like all the points I put into diplomacy are not really going to work here.
You could pose as a trader or an artisan, perhaps a carpenter. You could even be a nomad seeking shelter for the night. As you ponder the possibilities and the yarns you will have to spin to the guards, you reach the main trail leading up to the gates. 2 lanterns burn on either side of the portcullis. You hear muffled gruntings as you approach, and 2 misshapen creatures step forward. On the left stands an ugly creature with the head of a dog and the body of a great ape, flexing its powerful arms. Its opposite number is indeed its opposite, with the head of an ape on the body of a large dog. If it isn't my old friend Mr. McCraig, with a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg.
So the guy is like, now, the guy's like, okay, so an ape and a dog are crappy guards.
Yes,
but
if we swap
watch
them.
this. Yeah, ape with the head of a dog with the head of an ape. Boom, suddenly.
The aristocrats. Okay, head of ape, body of a large dog. This latter guard approaches you on all fours. It stops some meters in front of you, raises itself on its hind legs, and addresses you. Which story will you opt for? Will you pose as an herbalist? Will you claim to be a tradesman? Will you ask for shelter for the night? All right.
First big choice.
If I were a dog with the head of an ape, what would I most want to hear from someone who randomly came up to my tower? Because I'm assuming this dog with the head of an ape doesn't want to be there. Nobody wants to do their job, right?
It's a dog with the head of an ape that can talk.
Yes.
Neither of those things, like a dog doesn't talk and an ape doesn't talk, but somehow you put them together.
Their powers combined, they can talk. So, I'm going to claim to be a tradesman. My gut says tradesman. My gamer sense is firing off. So let's go to 230. I love these books. Come to make some money, eh? Says the ape dog. Well, you can share some of your profits with us. As you have nothing to offer them, you can pull a rock out of your pouch and cast a fool's gold spell on it, offering them a gold nugget. Or you can prepare yourself for battle. Deduct the fool's gold spell from your spells if you use it. I don't want to fight. See, I want to avoid fights, but do I want to burn a spell this fast?
It's like, they're like, oh, you're here to make money, eh? Yeah. Give us money now.
Yeah, it's like, give us some of your money that you haven't earned yet.
I haven't earned it yet. That's the whole this is how this thing is.
It's like, I came to earn money. Give me some of your money. I haven't earned it. I don't get paid for 2 weeks, man. I can't.
Yeah.
Can I give you an IOU? How many? I only have 1 use. I can only use each, because I have 11 spell slots, and there's 11 spells. So, I memorize each spell once. So if I use this spell, I'll never be able to use Fool's Gold again.
But so the trick is, how likely are you going to need to like bribe somebody else with Fool's Gold? Assuming that you don't actually you could actually just like find gold in the place and have like real gold. Yeah.
What we didn't talk about is like, if I try to fight these things and I just die, do I just reuse the same character? Do I re-roll my stats? Like, right?
I think you should re-roll.
Yeah. Because it's got to...
I guess it's...
I want to win with the crappy character. To prove that I am truly a gamer, right? I don't think... I'm gonna use the spell. I'm gonna go against my gut. My gut says to fight, but I'm gonna use Fool's Gold. Cross that off the old list. We're gonna go to 96.
Just let me reach into my pocket and
Gold.
like I know, like in old school D&D anyway. Like casting a spell was super obvious.
Yeah,
like,
it was
you have to like shout something and do like like hand gestures and stuff.
Yeah. They accept your offering and summon the gatekeeper, who opens a small doorway in the portcullis to let you in. You leave them squabbling over the gold nugget. Turn to 251. See, look at that. See?
You're gonna meet these guys later, and they're gonna be like, "Hey,
hey, that was fake." Yeah. Oh, what do you know about money, you ape dog? 251. Yeah.
I'm disappointed the gatekeeper wasn't like a half something, half something.
Well, it's like the gatekeeper from Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Is that what? That's every time I hear gatekeeper, I think of like. You walk forward into a. Okay, I should. Oh, you know what I should do? A map. We need a map. Okay.
We'll see how long this lasts.
Yeah, this is the entrance. And then this is one. And I think we'll just label it the page numbers.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. So we go into 251. Check out this nerd making maps. All right, Twitch chat. Check out these nerds watching this nerd make these maps. Do you ever think about that?
Ooh.
All right. You walk forward into a spacious open courtyard surrounded by large walls. Various lights are burning and groups of figures are shuffling around in the darkness. In the center of the courtyard is a large monument of some kind, perhaps a fountain. Looking across the yard, you can see what appears to be the main entrance of the tower. Will you creep around the wall towards the tower, stride boldly across the courtyard, tiptoe through the shadows towards one of the groups?
I just like a large monument of some kind.
Yeah.
Maybe a fountain, like a monument to a fountain.
It's fountain adjacent. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be sneaky.
I mean, two of those
are sneaky. One of them is not, and I guarantee you that middle one is death. I'm gonna stay away from the groups because I'm assuming that people are gonna try to kill me.
Various groups of figures are shuffling in the darkness.
I don't know what they are though. We're gonna creep the wall towards the tower. So let's go to 222. You die. As you creep around the wall, you hear a low moaning noise a few meters ahead. As you get closer, you can make out the shape of a man on the ground, obviously in pain. He calls out for help. Will you approach him to see what you can do, or ignore him and continue along the wall? This is a trap. Everybody knows that this is a trap. I know it. You know it. Paul knows it.
He's not in a jar.
He's not in a
He's
jar.
just hurt.
But I mean, it's like being in a jar. He's in the jar of pain, right? The pain is a jar.
I feel like that's the like Adam Sabadan self-help book. It's like, sure, maybe your jar is not a jar of glass. Maybe your jar is a jar of pain. Maybe your jar is a jar of debt.
Jar of poor decisions.
Jar of poor decisions. Maybe your jar is a jar of, family troubles.
Yeah.
Everyone has some kind of jar that they're stuck in.
We tricked the guards. Yeah, we did trick I'm going to ignore him. We're going to 14. I don't help anybody.
Wow.
All right. Consider that man ignored. He's dead. No, he's in the jar of death. The shadow of the wall makes it very difficult to see. A loose stone slips and you lose your balance, teetering on the edge of what you realize must be a deep pit. Test your luck. If you're lucky, you regain your footing and step back to safety. You can then walk around the pit and continue. If you are unlucky, you fall. Turn to 100.
If you're unlucky, you're dead.
So the way luck works is I roll 2d6 and I have to roll equal to or under my luck.
Right, which is 9. Correct?
Which is 9.
So,
and every time I succeed at my luck lowers by 1.
Right.
So I got to roll a 9 or below.
And there are various things that can happen that will boost your luck back up.
I also have a spell that can give me half of my luck back.
Right, so that'll give you, does
round
it say
up or down? I don't know,
round?
actually.
That could be highly relevant.
Yeah, it could be.
So it'll give you 4 or 5 luck.
Yeah, let's see. restore your luck. Oh, we deduct the extra. It's rounded down. So 4.
4. All right.
No, we gotta follow the rules of the game. Okay, 83% chance. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I rolled a 5, so I'm lucky. My luck lowers by 1. Go to 8. It's pretty good. Turn to 79. It's a good start. We've avoided a couple of fights. We obviously avoided somebody who was very much in pain, but what I want to know is why is nobody else helping the dude? That's why it's a trap to me. It's like, if there's a dude like, help, it's like none of the other figures are like, they're just walking around.
I mean, this is like Evil Guy Castle. Maybe they're just like, that's not my problem.
It becomes background noise after a while.
Somebody else, yeah. Like, if I stopped and helped everybody who was in pain in the castle of the evil guy, then, you would never get anything done.
Yeah. Why am I so loud even when I'm reading a book? Well, you know what? Why are you so mean? I don't know. Am I too loud?
No.
I've got a sound guy. Am I peaking?
I mean, obviously when you're looking down to read the book, you're reading more into the mic, but that's it's fine.
Okay. All right.
People complain when you're too quiet too. So
yeah, dude, it's like I can't win. Yeah.
No.
It's too quiet, it's too loud. Pick a side, Twitch chat. Okay, in the far corner of the courtyard, you come across a peculiar bush with branches twisting out from the central stalk, as if in agony. The leaves are diamond-shaped, with small berries underneath, flat and tablet-like. Is it Tylenol? It's a bush of Tylenol. We found it. You may take some berries with you on your adventure and creep further along the wall to the main entrance of the Citadel. It says you may, but it's like it doesn't ask you to write down. I'm taking the berries.
Yeah.
I mean, free berries are free berries. Right?
Free berries.
I'm going to write Tylenol, though.
Yeah.
Tylenol. Remember that Tylenol are berries. Don't let me forget. Because I'm like, why do I have Tylenol? Like, take the Tylenol, you idiot. All right. Turn to 218. Doop. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Shoot. Okay, we crept along the wall. Oh, what was the last number we were at? Do you remember?
The number you were just at?
Yeah.
79.
79. Okay. And then 217? No, 218. Okay. I'm going to run out of room here. I'm going straight up. This map sucks. The map lasted 1 page. Okay, shut up. Okay? Well, sick of getting bullied by you people.
I like the map. The map is like, it's like a subway map, right? Like what's important is the relationship between the things, not because the distance between things doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not distance. It's just like a chain of events to tell me which, if I live all this way.
And then if something happens to make you go back to one of the earlier places, that's the important part.
Yeah. Okay, in front of you is a large wooden door firmly locked. You may either knock 3 times for the guard, or you may use the strength spell to try and open it. They specifically warned me.
That's real sneaky.
They specifically warned me that the strength spell would make me too strong.
I'm surprised there isn't a knock spell.
Yeah.
That was the best spell.
That was the best spell.
D&D where it's just like,
open
any door or any locked thing.
Yeah.
No, no limits.
Yeah. It's like, I don't need a rogue. Who needs you, rogue? And the rogue's crying in the background. Like, I think we're going to knock.
You going to knock?
Yeah. Because, I feel like casting the strength spell and then just, bang, and the door is just going to explode. And then guards are going to be like...
Yeah, you're still in, the courtyard.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to knock. 118. Okay, I should write this down. Let's go over this way. 118. I'm going to write knock. Okay. 118, hey? Oh, I want to see this art. What's the art look like on yours? Oh, it's pretty similar. It's a bigger rhino.
He looks like one of the guys from Kung Fu Panda.
The
rhino guards.
You can see it on mine. It looks kind of similar, but
yeah, they redid all the art in sort of a CG way.
Yeah. The door opens and a large, brutish creature steps out. It has a sharp horn in the middle of its forehead, and its skin appears to be armor-plated. It grunts to ask you what you want and demands the password before letting you in. Do you know the password? If so, turn to 273. If not, you'll have to bluff your way and... Oof. Well, I don't know the password. So.
You hear off way in the distance, I knew the password.
Yeah, I bet you. I guarantee you that guy knew it. Oh, no.
The password is screw you.
Yeah, I could use ESP to... I'm just blowing all my spells. Like, 2 seconds into this adventure, I'm like, Fool's Gold, ESP, Levitation. Like, use all your spells in the first 5 minutes? Well, yeah.
Spells are there to use.
Yeah. Okay, 198. We don't know the password, so...
Yeah, you'd think it doesn't give you the option to use ESP.
No.
Which is weird. But yeah, it seems like this would be a great opportunity for that.
You think quickly. You reach into your bag and pull out a hand... Wait, what? Okay, you got confused there for a second. You think quickly. You reach into your bag and pull out a handful of weeds. Showing them to the creature, you explain that you are an herbalist and you have come to treat the Lord's librarian who is critically ill. The messenger never told you of any passwords. Will he believe you? Test your luck. If you're lucky, he believes you and lets you in. If you're unlucky, he doesn't care who you are. You may not enter without the password, and he advances towards you with his pike. Okay, so we got to roll an 8 or lower. Still pretty good. Pretty good chances.
Hopefully he won't be like, the librarian isn't sick.
Yeah, like I'm the librarian. Like, oh no, oh dinger. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so we rolled a 3. We're lucky. We go down to 7 luck. We go to 177. I said 177, right? Yeah. Well, it doesn't even say, yeah, he just lets you in. He lets me in. I go through the door, I guess. You are in a narrow hallway. This continues for several meters and ends in a doorway. Halfway along the passage, you can see an archway where some steps lead downwards. If you will go forwards to the door, turn to 5, or I'll creep down. Creep down is such a weird term to use.
Yeah. All right, so now this is where the mapping starts becoming a good thing.
Well, I could just write down not which direction, but where I went. I was like, oh, I took the stairs. It doesn't really matter which direction the map is going, right? Because I could be like, oh, when I came to here, I went down the stairs. You know? Like, yeah, the direction of this map doesn't really matter. I'm writing down the page numbers.
You just want to... It's just good to know that you came back here. Yeah.
So, I can go into a doorway or I can go down the steps. And I'm just going to go with my gut, and I'm going to go down the steps. We're going to go downstairs. I'm going to go to 344. Downstairs. You follow the stairs downwards. The air is cool and stagnant. At the foot of the stairs is a door. Will you try the door? We'll climb up the stairs again and go up to the door to the ground floor. The illusion of choice. Well, I'm going to try. If this door is locked, this is the illusion of choice. And I will be very upset. If I try this door and it's like, it's locked, you go back upstairs. It's like, why make me come down here? Yeah. Okay, turn to page 7. Door. The door is locked. You may break it down by charging it with your shoulder, or you may cast a strength spell on yourself and try to wrench the door off its hinges. I'm so freaked out by this strength spell being like, it'll make you too strong. Like, it's gonna punish me. What if there's a pit on the other end of this door?
I mean, you're ripping it off its hinges. You're not like charging through it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I kind of want to just try to barge it down. Charging, the first time I did that, it was like the first door in the first book, I charged through the door and I fell down a pit.
Yeah.
Should I just cast the spell? I'm gonna cast a spell. Okay, we're gonna use strength. This is gonna bite me. I know it. I know it's gonna bite me.
All right.
116. All right, game. Don't do it. Steve Jackson, if you're watching. Your superpowered hands grip the handle and tug. It comes off in your grip. You bunch up a fist and slam it into the center of the door. The wood cracks and breaks, allowing you to break through into the room beyond. Turn to 210. Huh. Well. Okay. A completely victimless crime. So I ripped the...
So you tried to rip it off its hinges.
Oh, no, I grabbed the handle. And I pulled it and the handle came off. So then I just punched the door down.
Yeah.
Okay. Like punching someone in the dark. Yeah. 210. Okay. Wasn't I just at 210? All right. You now stand in a large, round room. It is lit by a single torch fixed onto one wall. There is no furniture in the room, save for a rough wooden table and a chair in the center. Hovering above the table, fast asleep, is a very small man dressed in a green shirt and pantaloons. Oh, well, no one wearing pantaloons can be evil, right? Isn't that the rule?
I was not aware of that.
When God
rule.
hands out pantaloons, he's like, can't be evil. And he's like, dinger. Okay, well, I don't want the pantaloons then.
I was not previously aware of that rule, but okay.
It's Tingle. Yeah.
I will say that I haven't met a lot of evil pantaloon wearers.
Yeah. Can you show the art? Do you have the art on yours? Because on mine it's boring. But yeah, that's what we see. Okay. He cannot be more than 1 meter tall, and you cannot believe that he is still asleep after your noisy entrance. You hear a creak and turn to your right in time to see a small catapult fire a missile of some sort straight at you. It is going to hit you unless you use a shielding spell. If you use a spell, turn to 192. If you cannot or will not, turn to 359. See, I'm just going to burn through all my spells.
I mean,
it's just a small missile, right?
Of all the things, it's like a tiny catapult. It's firing. It just seems like not like a crossbow or something, but like a very small catapult.
It's a small trebuchet.
It's one of those like desktop catapult like.
What's the worst? I kind of want to save the spell too. Yeah, I'm not going to use it. I'm gonna 359. Oh wait. Okay. 7 was the door.
I mean, if you're avoiding all the fights, it's not like you need your stamina anyway, right?
True. But, Paul, I'm going to not use the spell. 359. All right, game, don't kill me. You take a rock to the temple, you die. Oh, crap. 359. You try to duck, but cannot avoid the full impact of the missile, which hits you on the forehead and splatters all over your face. You brace yourself, waiting perhaps for an acidic reaction to take place, but the mushy liquid merely drips off your face to the ground. Cautiously you test it, first with your finger, then with your tongue. You have just been hit by a ripe tomato! You turn to face the sleeping figure once more. Turn to 29. See, look, it was just a tomato.
Okay. It's weird, but...
Weird flex, but okay. All right. 29. Cautiously, you approach the little man. As you get close, a single eye opens and looks you straight in the face. A wide grin spreads between the creature's ears and he disappears. "Good morning to you," says a chirpy little voice behind you. Then you swivel around to see him standing there, still grinning. "I'm O'Sheamus, the leprechaun." Okay, yep. Sure is. I'm a stereotype. Oh. He chuckles and holds his hand out to you. He seems friendly enough. Will you shake his hand and try to befriend him, or draw your sword? Oh, Seamus the leprechaun. I'm going to try to be friends with it. 271. 271. All right, O'Seamus. I come in peace. You grasp his hand and introduce yourself and cry out as the nerves down your arm go numb. O'Seamus bursts out laughing. Lose 1 skill point.
He did joy buzzer you.
Lose 1 skill point as you were using your sword arm. Of course I shake hands with this arm. This is my sword arm. Why not shake hands with the other arm? My non-sword arm. You are becoming angry. Oh wait, I should take away the skill. We have 6 skill. We cannot fight. We have to avoid every fight. You are becoming angry, but the little man continues to shake your hand and laugh. A laugh comes from behind you, and you look around to see him floating in the air, grinning. But you are still shaking the hand in front of you. Or are you? In fact, you now realize you are frantically shaking hands with a stuffed dummy, which is flopping around on the end of your arm as you shake it. You throw it to the ground, but it is stuck to your hand. The situation is ludicrous, and you are becoming very angry. Just a little joke, says the leprechaun, who snaps his fingers. The dummy disappears. Now, what can I do for you? Will you ask him the way onwards, or draw your sword? So it was just a joke. It was just a prank. So I can't be mad at that, right?
Yeah. Also, to be honest, I feel like if that's the kind of thing this guy is doing for pranks, he's actually like super powerful.
Yeah, see, that's a fight I don't want to pick. I just lost a skill, too. I have to avoid every fight. 348. Okay. Oh, I wouldn't go this way, says O'Seamus. These are not pleasant parts. These 3 doors are the only ways onward. 2 of them are very dangerous, and the other is very smelly. What a weird distinction. On the opposite side of the room are 3 doors. One has a brass handle, one has a copper handle, and one has a bronze handle. Which will you choose?
So the smelly one is the not dangerous one.
Yeah. Why don't I just smell the doors? I could ask for advice. That's one of the options. I feel like he's just not going to... Okay. I mean, my gut says just bronze handle door, move on with my life.
Like, you've got nothing to go on right now, right?
Nothing. 0. And he's going to lie to me. 350. I'm just going in the dark. We're just going to take 354. 354. Don't kill me, game. You open the door and step into another room, glad to have left the annoying little creature behind. Wow, look at that. I just opened the right door.
This is not the smelly door, though.
Nope, it's not the smelly one. Turn to 188. Okay. This is loop back around. 188.
Of course, this is the problem, is that you might have said, like, this door is really dangerous.
Yeah.
But that means it's dangerous because it's going to, like, the bad guy, right?
He said
2 of the doors.
2 of them were very dangerous.
Yeah.
One is smelly.
Yeah.
But smelly doesn't imply danger. Sometimes danger.
You said 2 are smelly and the other one's or 2 are dangerous, the other one's smelly.
Yeah. Why didn't I just smell the doors?
Yeah. But also, like, presumably the door that leads to the bad guy is dangerous,
yes.
Which is also the direction you want to go.
Well, I feel like any direction I go here is going to be dangerous.
Exactly. Like the safe door, like if the smelly door is like the door to the garbage chute or whatever, it probably is safe because it's going to, like, you know, there's nobody trying to kill you there.
Yeah. Okay, 188. Oh, a sudden intense flash of light bursts out in front of you. You shield your eyes and rub them, but you cannot see. Panic hits you as you hear a low growling noise. Padded footsteps come closer, and you cry out in pain as this unseen creature roars and embeds its sharp teeth in your leg. Cast a strength spell. Can't do that. Cast a weakness spell. Draw your sword and lash out at the creature. We have to avoid fights.
Considering you're also blind now, too.
Yeah. Well, weakness it is. Okay. What are we doing? 159. You cast your weakness spell. Hopefully, you wait for the creature's strength to fade, but as its teeth still maul you, you are dismayed to find that its attack is becoming more ferocious. You cannot feel your leg now. The pain is intense. You feel faint and lose consciousness as the jaws close on your throat. Turn to 323. Cool game! Yeah, okay. Well, 323. Okay. Is this going to be my first death? You awake and look around. As your memory returns, you are amazed to see that you can see. Your leg feels tender, but is uninjured. You hear a small chuckle coming from above you, and suddenly the whole thing makes sense. Floating above you is O'Shamus, now laughing loudly. The whole thing has been one big practical joke. You are enraged and leap to your feet, but as you glare at the funny little man rolling about in the air in hysterics, you can't help but see the funny side too.
Made you waste your spell.
Yeah. I blew a weakness spell. Oh, this sucks. You chuckle, then giggle, then laugh loudly. For some time, the two of you roar with laughter until tears stream down your faces. When you are both able to control yourselves, you eventually settle down to chat. He is a pleasant little man. Before you leave, he says, "Indeed."
He's not obviously not a pleasant. He just made you think you got mauled to death.
Oh man, remember
As
that
a
time?
practical joke.
Remember that time you made that thing think I was mauling me? Whoo, boy, that was funny. Oh, it's a good joke. Before you leave, he says, "Indeed, you are a good sport." That's the worst accent. Okay. "Your way ahead is fraught with danger, though. But perhaps these will help you." With a wave of his hand, a sword and a plate appear on the table. The sword is a magic battle sword and will add 1 point to the dice roll when throwing for your attack strength. The plate is, in fact, a silver mirror of fine workmanship. You may take these with you, but you will have to leave your old sword behind. Leave the room through either. So we got a magic sword.
Yeah. That almost compensates for the damage he did to you.
So we're back. Okay, well, technically it's not like a skill increase, so it's like, let's write sword +1, because we leave our old sword, and we have a silver mirror of friendship. Is that what it's called?
Of fine workmanship.
Oh, I was like, a silver mirror. Okay.
I mean, it's kind of a mirror of friendship.
Silver
with this
mirror.
weird little leprechaun guy.
What happens if I go through the copper door again? Or the bronze door?
You went bronze. I mean, the page turn is different. Because presumably you didn't actually go through the bronze door before.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I was standing in front of a door that was like, one door has a copper handle, one has a bronze handle, and one has a brass handle, I would not be able to tell which was which.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any idea. I'd be like, I don't know, I guess.
Chad brings up the point that all three of those have copper in them. I don't know if that helps you at all.
Right. Okay, let's take copper. 144. Okay. Well, we didn't die. I thought we were dead. I actually thought we were like, oh, we're dead.
So I guess for your map purposes, you might want to note that whatever you you did that was not actually a real thing that you did. I guess. I don't know what part of that was the illusion, but you didn't actually go through that door.
Oh, yeah. Didn't actually exist. All right. The door opens and you enter a narrow corridor. You follow it for some time until you finally come to another door, this time a wide carved door with the inscription "Wine Cellar" set into it. You try the handle and it opens. Poking your head around the door, you can now see rows and rows of racks full of bottles. Full of wine? Question mark? The room is
Powers of deduction.
Our character's an idiot. It's like, wine cellar. Let's Looks like wine. All right.
I believe this is the old D&D. Wizards are intelligent.
Yes.
They have high intelligence.
Low wisdom.
Clerics have high wisdom.
Yeah.
And the difference between those two stats is not necessarily immediately obvious. But now we are finding that out.
Now we are aware. Okay. The room is dimly lit by several candles. You're opening the doors cause a little bell to ring, and a figure is limping towards you up one of the aisles. Will you draw your sword and prepare to defend yourself, or see what this fellow might have to say? There's a picture or two if you want to show it. That, yeah. It's like a weird, you can see it in my, that's what it, I guess you can get a better idea of like.
Yeah, it's interesting that all the art in here, they seem to have spent a fair amount of effort to replicate the old art as closely as possible with the new artist or whatever.
It's pretty sweet that they like went through that effort. Let's see what he has to say. I'm okay with 56. So copper went to the wine cellar. All right, don't kill me. The black elf approaching you is skinny and ragged. He asks whether you are a guest or an adventurer. You tell him you are a guest, come down to sample the wine he keeps in his famous wine cellar. With a certain pride, he shows you the vintage bottles he keeps for his lord, the demi-sorcerer. Some of them, he claims, have magical powers. He offers to let you sample the wine.
Red, white, or rosé.
Oh. Wasn't I just at 334? No, I wasn't.
There's a thing where at a certain point you may actually, there'll be like certain pages that you get afraid of. It's like, oh no, that's the death page.
I keep seeing that number, but I'm like, 334. I'm like, I do want to do 334 though, I think. Okay, so
go for the rosé.
Yeah, wine choice.
Do you want red or white, or a mix of red and white?
334 is rosé. Okay. You're like, man of culture, here's a magic sword. You take a couple sips. Not bad. You take a mouthful, but as you do, you wonder why the elf is chuckling. Suddenly he asks whether you really are a guest. Although your mind is confirming that you are indeed a visitor, your voice is telling him that you are not. You have come to put an end to Balthus Dire's plans of conquest. Oops. You curse as you realize that the wine must be spiked with the truth serum. The black elf now knows your mission. It must be prevented from telling the others. You draw your sword, and as you do so, he pulls a small metallic device from the pouch tied around his waist. With a touch, it turns into a saw-edged weapon. Turn to 275. Oh no. In vino veritas, yeah. Very good game.
It's like, damn, you put truth serum in the wine. No.
Nope. Yeah. No, I didn't put anything in the wine.
You're just super hammered, man.
275. You recognize the device as a pocket myriad, an enchanted gadget which can become any one of a number of weapons or useful artifacts. You both close for battle. You may fight him with your sword. Black Elf. Skill 8. Oof. Stamina 4. Or you may cast a spell. If you cast a weakness spell, his skill is reduced to 5. If you cast a creature copy spell, an identical black elf with a pocket myriad will fight the elf. Resolve the battle between them. If the original black elf wins, you must finish him off yourself. If you wish to cast an illusion spell, turn to 399. If you fight him and win, turn to 272. Can I beat? He's got 8 skill. I have 7.
Yeah. So
I have 19 health.
This is the first time as a recap.
Yes.
How does the fight work?
The fights are, I roll for the monster first. I think I roll 2d6. I roll for the monster first and I add their skill. And then I roll and add my skill. And if I beat them, I do 2 points or 1 point. I can't remember if I do 2 or 1 points of damage. 1 sec. 2. I do 2 damage. And then I can use my luck. If I can test my luck to increase that to 3 damage.
Right. And if he wins, he does 2, or you can use your luck to decrease it to 1.
Yes.
That's how right.
Yeah, and then I can if he does damage to me, but if I botch the luck roll, then I take extra damage.
Oh, okay.
That's why pushing your luck is pushing your luck. And the same thing goes, like I can try to increase the damage that I do to him by playing my luck, but if I botch it, I reduce the damage I do to 1, I believe. Skill 8.
Yeah. So
I mean, we're close, right? Like we're only...
So your skill was 7. It went down to 6 with the joy buzzer, and now it's 7 again with the sword.
Yeah.
I
think I'm just gonna straight up fight it. Because I don't think...
You're not going to use any magic on it?
No, I think I need to like try to... I know I said I was going to avoid fights, but I think well, our skills are similar, so I just have to roll better, right? And I think 7, the difference between 7 and 8... Like if this thing was like 12 skill, I'd be like, no, I don't think I can beat this.
Right.
But I think I can beat an 8. All right, so the monster goes first. It rolls an 8. So it rolls a 16. It's pretty good.
So you have to roll better than...
I had to roll
9 or better, right? Is it equal or better?
If we tie...
If we tie it, you just bounce off. Right?
Yeah, if we tie, we bounce off. So I need to roll a 9 or better. Oh, yes. 9.
Bam.
So we tied. So nothing happens.
So we tied.
Yeah. Because I have 6 skill plus 1 from the sword, so that's 7.
Yeah.
And you rolled 16, I rolled 16. All right. Elf goes. Oh.
Now you got to roll a 10. Man.
Okay, so I take 2 points of damage.
You take 2.
Yeah. Let's write that down here. Elf goes.
Okay, 5.
This is a...
So you got to roll a 6 or better.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Sneak eyes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just need to roll 1 better than the... Okay, so...
You just got to roll 1 better than him.
Yeah. 7. Oh, shoot. That dice was cursed. Okay, 1 sec.
The dice are on the... if you want to swap out your dice, there's...
We'll see if I lose this or not. What did he roll?
He rolled a 7.
7? Six. Okay. We've taken 6 hit points of damage. Elf goes 5. Okay. I won 1.
All right.
The elf takes 2 points of damage. It only has 4 stamina.
Like you only got to hit him twice.
Yeah, I only have to hit him twice. Okay. Okay. The elf rolls a 6. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 6. Okay, so we... No, wait.
That means he wins.
That means he wins. Yeah. Taking 8 damage this fight. That's so bad. Okay. Elf goes 7. I go...
Oof.
I'm going to die to the elf. Okay. I have 9 hit points left. Elf rolls a 7. I roll a 10. Okay. The elf is dead. Okay, we won.
If it makes you feel better, you were right in that you shouldn't fight.
Yeah. Yeah. But I had to save some spells, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You have defeated the sommelier.
We killed the elf.
Do you get his cool multi-tool?
I don't know. I hope so. Multi-tool. 272. The multi-tool kills you. You go through his pockets and find 8 gold pieces. The pocket myriad has, unfortunately, been damaged in the fight, but you may be able to find some use for it and may take it with you. Now you may either investigate the wine cellar or press on through it to the door at the far end of the room. Okay, so we got 8 gold, which for whatever reason, and a broken pocket myriad. All right, pocket myriad. Too bad it broke. Well, I mean, we're
beat
gonna
you so heavily with it, it broke.
Yeah. I do have a heal spell, right? The stamina spell or whatever it's called.
Yeah, you do. Or
Which one is
the
it?
skill spell, which
skill,
gives you stamina.
Skill spell gives me half of my stamina, so I could heal like almost a full, right? Is it half my stamina? I have to look this up.
So I give you 9.
Yeah, half its initial, or half of its initial value, so I could heal almost a full. Right?
Yeah.
Because I've taken 10 damage.
So it sounds like the wines can have magical properties as well. So hey, maybe there's a healing potion in one.
That's actually a good point. I'm gonna go with 242. We have to look around. I mean, it'd be dumb not to look around. 242. Okay. 242. Search. The bottles and caskets contain hundreds of different types of wine. Some are exceedingly old and valuable. In one corner of the room, there is a table laid out for sampling with 2 bottles and glasses. Will you try and sample the red wine or the white wine, or will you try neither and press onwards? If you decide to leave, you may take a bottle of wine off one of the racks with you for your journey. One for the road?
This is interesting.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you the option to sample the rosé here.
Well, because we know what it does.
Right, but that means that the current like path of pages you've gone through.
Yeah.
You would only be here if you had sampled the rosé, which is kind of interesting.
I wonder if do you only fight it if you take the rosé too?
I don't know.
This must be the only way to get to this spot.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
because it wouldn't know you were lying if you didn't take the rosé.
Yeah, we have no idea what the other.
Well, we're gonna try both because I'm not a coward. So 24 is the red one. You taste the wine and, as you consider its flavor, you hear a clinking noise. You turn to look in the direction of the noise is coming from, and you're horrified to see that the bottles in the racks are moving on their own. One of the bottles flies from its place and hurtles towards you, narrowly missing your head and smashing on the wall behind you. Another flies at you, then another, until you're being pelted by bottles from all directions. You realize that your only defense is to use a shielding spell. Cast the spell if you can. If not, turn it to... Oh my god.
What the hell? Is this a potion of wine magnetism?
Yeah. Yeah, we drank their brother. It's like, my brother. Okay, I think I have to use the shield spell here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not a tomato.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to use the shield spell. Turn to 372.
Glad you didn't use it before, though.
Yeah. As you cast your shielding spell, a bottle hits you on the shoulder. You feel nothing. Something is not quite right, and you try.
Son of a...
You try to cancel your spell. Unfortunately, it has already been cast, and you can see the bottle smashing into the magic shield have been created, or you have created. The bottle, which has hit you, has disappeared. You curse as you realize the wine you just tasted must have had some hallucinatory properties, and you are imagining the bottle attack. As this idea dawns on you, the bottles cease pelting you. You blink and look again. All the bottles are in place, on the racks as normal. You decide to press onwards. Turn to 95. This game sucks.
It's bizarre.
Oh my god, dude.
It's bizarre to have a thing like this, like, just straight up lie to you about what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, just having it be just like, nope, that didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
We described a whole scenario, and then that didn't, because like you're trained to be like, read very carefully and like, okay, this is
this is what's happening.
Options, these things. Like, the book is your eyes and ears and all your senses.
Yeah.
And the idea that it can just randomly lie to you is disturbing.
Yeah. It's like I'm just burning. I just hate that they make you burn a spell for it too.
Yeah. Now they made you burn 2 spells on illusions.
Yeah.
So I guess that's going to be a thing now. Is like, it's not just is this scenario dangerous? It's
like, is it an illusion?
Is this scenario, are they lying?
So I did write down, and we took a bottle. It did say you could take a bottle of wine for the road.
Oh, did it?
So, well, on that other
Yeah,
passage,
yeah.
so it's like if you leave, and I'm assuming we can still do that. So I've written it down. I'm just taking it because we're going to the same page that we would have gone to.
We don't know what that does though, unless at some point it says if you have a bottle of wine, do thing.
Yeah, it's an illusion. And now I'm curious to what the other wine does, but I guess we can come back later and.
Yeah, it doesn't give you an opportunity to. I guess you're so freaked out at this point. You're just like, screw it, I'm leaving.
Yeah. At the far end of the wine cellar is a wooden door, which you try. It opens out into a passageway, which leads onwards for several meters. Turn to 367. Okay. 367, you say. Some way along the passage, you arrive at a four-way junction. You take a path to the north, which eventually leads you to a large wooden door. You can hear nothing by listening at the keyhole. Will you try to open the door slowly and quietly, or charge the door down? Well, I mean, being sneaky has got me nowhere. Well, I did bust down that one door.
What? You go somewhere along the passage, you arrive at a four-way junction. You take the path to the north, which eventually leads you to a wooden door. It's just like, wait, what?
Yeah, they didn't even.
Why did it even tell you that there's a four-way junction there?
It's the illusion of choice, Paul. It's world building. They're building a world, a rich narrative for us, our character, to walk around in.
I mean, if you try to open the door slowly and it doesn't work, you can then charge.
Then we can charge it down. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna try to open it quietly. So 308. Please stop punishing me for every decision. The handle turns and you step into a dark room. Turn to 257. Don't laugh. I can hear you giggling. What are you giggling about?
Oh, it's just it turns and you step into the dark room. It's like, no. I open the door, see that it's a dark room inside, investigate further. That's what I do.
You step into the dark room. Okay, you look around the room. It is lit only by your torch. First of all, they said we had a lantern, so continuity error. They never said anything about us having a torch.
Yeah.
They specifically state lantern.
Come on, Steve Jackson.
Yes, Steve Jackson, get your shit together. Did anybody proofread this horse shit? This game sucks.
Maybe it's an illusion of a torch.
Yes. The lantern was an illusion.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Although a fairly large room, it has little furniture in it, although a large boulder, sliced flat, resembles a table, and a smaller rock forms a sort of stool behind it. In one corner, a pile of rocks are held together with mud. You cannot imagine their purpose, although they support 3 wooden chests. Then you jump with fright as your torch lights up a large creature, seemingly made of rock itself, standing by a door. It is roughly human-shaped, although somewhat larger. Its eyes are staring straight at you, but you cannot be sure it is actually seeing you. Will you run for the door, attempt to speak with the creature, move slowly towards the boxes in the corner? I don't think this thing's alive at all.
You think it's just like a statue?
I think it's just a statue.
It's like, fooled you, it's a statue.
We're going towards the boxes. 200. Oh, I'm always punished, dude. At your first movement, the creature seems to break from its trance and step towards you. Seeing this, you may either run for the door at the far end of the room, or make for the boxes and risk taking on this silent giant.
So, not a statue.
So,
you can no longer talk to it.
I'm getting greedy. We're going for the boxes. Don't have like a skill of 10. If this thing has a skill of 10, I'm super dead. 98. The golem advancing towards you is a slow-moving creature, and you reach the boxes easily. You curse as you find they are all locked. As you struggle with the locks, the golem closes on you. You may draw your sword and fight the creature, cast a fire spell, cast a creature copy spell, forget the boxes, and race for the door. Ooh. This is the spell. This is where you copy the creature.
Golem on golem is pretty scary, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to cast creature copy. How many spells we have? We have ESP, fire, illusion, levitation, luck, and skill. That's literally it. And then we're out of spells. Okay. Creature copy, 190. A perfect copy of the golem forms in front of you. You command it to attack the real golem, which is now almost upon you. Resolve the battle of the golems. Golem Bowl! Skill 8, stamina 10. Okay, so we gotta win.
Too bad you can't just be like, I want to copy the creature, and then tell the copy of the creature to explain to the other golem that I'm not a dangerous guy, and I'm actually a friend.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
What if this thing was just like, whatever you made the creature copy, it's like, oh, a friend, and then it's just like, oh, have the boxes. Yeah, see, they just wanted somebody to hang out with, right?
Yeah. And then they just go off together.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, so the golems have to fight. They both have the same skill and 10 stamina, so this is like a meat shield for me. 8 skills, like, not the worst, but it's like pretty spooky still. I mean
it's got a ton of stamina, though.
Yeah. So
this is just roll better your second time.
Yeah. Bad golem, 10. My golem, 6. Okay, so my golem
takes 2.
Takes 2. Bad golem, 5. My golem wins. Okay.
Back and forth, they fight.
Bad golem, 5. My golem, 5. They tie.
Oh.
Bad golem, 10.
Ooh.
My golem loses. Bad golem, 11. Good lord. My golem? Dude, my golem sucks.
The golem has a significant penalty.
5.
Handicap.
My golem.
In that it's controlled by you.
Bad golem, 4. My golem, 7. Okay. Bad golem, 9. My golem, 7.
Yeah, this is when you quietly tiptoe out of the room.
Yeah, this is when you open the boxes. You're like, oh, yeah. Bad golem, 5. I need my golem to do way more damage. Okay. 6. Bad golem, 9. My golem could be dead here. God. My golem dies. I have to finish this fight. Oh, this is so bad.
How much stamina does the bad golem have?
It has 4 stamina left.
Huh, it's just like the elf.
Yeah. Okay, bad golem. 8. Oh.
That was
Me. 6. 7.
So you're at, so it's the same as
it's
the
the
elf.
same as the elf. I have to roll higher than it. Okay, well I take. Oh, I'm at. Oh God.
I like when
I'm at 7 health.
I like it says, turn to this page if you win. It doesn't say what had to do if you lose because you're dead at that point.
Why am I rolling so good?
You're rolling so good. Like you have to get 12 for that to work.
Yeah. I have 5 hit points left. Bad golem. 8. Oh. I have 3 hit points left. Bad golem. 8. Me. 9. Yes. Okay. We're still in this. Come on, baby.
You only gotta hit him one more time.
Yeah.
Right?
Bad golem.
You got your luck. Okay, well, you got your luck thing. You can only take 1 point of damage.
Oh, I hate this game. I hate everything about it. Oh.
Can't heal in the middle.
You can't heal in the middle of a fight. I have to win this. I can't beat that, right? I go to 1?
Yeah, unless you use your luck. But then again, I guess it won't help in this case. All right. You're both at 1 hit to die.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Bad golem. 5. Okay.
That's winnable.
It's beatable.
So you have to get a 6 or higher.
7?
Yes.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Okay, we're alive. We're alive.
Everything's fine.
Bruh. Everything's fine. Okay.
You were at 1.
Yeah, I used the skill spell. I healed for 9. So I'm at 10.
All right.
147. Dude, these fights are spooky. Also, I'm rolling really well for the monsters and I can't win. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay. I put 2 golems of equal skill and mine's still lost. Okay, so we fought. The golem crashes to the ground and breaks into pieces. With relief, you walk over to the boxes to examine them. Will you try to open the first box, the second box, the third? They're all going to be trapped or like locked or some.
Well, you know that they're locked. It says they're locked.
Choose a door. I choose the second box.
Oh, wait, go for the middle?
Yeah. 129. You struggle with the box for some time trying to open it. It will not open. You take out your sword and strike the box, but you succeed in only blunting your sword. From now on, you must deduct 1 skill point from your skill score. You do not manage to open the box. Fuck, this game sucks.
It's like, well, game, if you had told me that I'm stupid enough to just smash my sword against the thing until it's dull.
Why would I do that? So I lose another skill. So I'm at 5. I cannot fight, dude. I have 5 skill.
Yeah, you just blunted your magical sword.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, DM, I tried to open a box. Okay, you use your sword and you blunt it. What? I didn't say that at all. It's like, you did say you tried to open it. Yeah. I'll try the first box. I gotta keep trying. I gotta get something out of this. 260. After some struggling, the box opens. Inside is a silver key. You try to use the box on the second. Use the key on the second box. Use the key on the third box. Take the key and make.
Is this like an ordering puzzle or something?
I'm gonna try the middle box again. This is the Galaxy Brain. Check this out. You ready for this one? 34. 34.
You break the key on the middle.
Yeah, it snaps off. You're like, ah. The key turns and, removing the lock, you open the box to find another key, this time cut in a glowing green metal. Will you try this new key on the third box or leave the room with the 2 keys?
You die from radiation and poisoning.
Yeah.
Kryptonite key.
Yeah, so we're going to try 89. We're going to open up this third box. 89. The key turns, the lock clicks open, and you look inside the box. Inside the box is a glass jar, and in this jar is a spider. Not letting the spider out. But not a normal spider. This creature has the face of an old man. He is talking to you, but you cannot make out what he is saying. A noise startles you, and you spin around to see that the door, the one you came through, is beginning to open. You put the jar in your bag and make for the other door. Turn to 237. You find it.
Put jar with old man spider on your sheet.
Jar with old man spider. So I just stuck this dude in my bag and I'm like, all right.
It's like, I'll deal with you later.
Yeah, would you put that? Like, if you found that, was that your first instinct to be like, oh, you just like put it in your bag and you're like, oh, okay, time to go. Okay, 237. Do I write down the keys? Did I keep the keys or no? I'm assuming I didn't keep the keys. Because like the game was very specific about the other 2 times. Like, do you want to take these 2 keys with you and leave? And be like, no.
Yeah. I mean, it was a silver key and a green glowing key, but I feel like you didn't keep them.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird video game things where keys are used up by putting them in lock.
Yeah, it's like they just like stop being a thing. I never actually thought about that, Paul. You just messed up keys for me forever in video games. Like, why do they just get used up?
Well, also, not only do they get used up, but they also work in any key works in any, which actually, makes locks on doors totally stupid.
Yeah.
Any key works in any door, but only once. It's like literally the exact opposite of what you want a lock to do.
You never want your lock to have one key and then used once.
Yeah.
And then it's open forever. Yeah,
but it's just like that's actually exactly the opposite problem that locks are supposed to solve.
Yeah. All right. You open the door and step forwards into a passageway which runs eastwards for several meters and then ends at the foot of a staircase. You climb the stairs and eventually find yourself in a narrow passageway. A short distance ahead, you can see an opening in a large, well-lit room. You press on forwards, turn to 169. This game is like, compared to the first book, they give you so many choices about like, do you want to take the east door or the west door? This one's like, you travel down the hallway. There's one doorway. You go through it.
I think it's interesting because there's obviously limits. Like, I believe all of them have 400 pages.
Yeah.
Like, that's standardized.
Oh, okay. Like 400 choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's limit. So it might be that because there's all the like spells that have so many branching paths that they have to limit the number of things that you can actually walk around to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like the choosing the spells is like a way of like choosing directions, right? Like in its own kind of like weird meta way. Like, oh.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the time. It's like, if you have an old man spider in a jar, turn to P5, you're like, ha ha!
I have just the thing.
I throw the jar with the old man spider at the guy.
I am praying that we get to Balthus and we need this old man. It's like we open it and it's like.
And he's like, my one fear.
I think it's everybody's fear. It's like a spider with a man's face. So like, oh, no thanks. For some reason, I'm just picturing like the spider with a man's face, but the spider is wearing sneakers like in the spider in Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm picturing. It's like a cute little spider. It's not a weird, creepy man spider. All right, 169. Oh yeah, I'm also imagine reading that line without finding the jar. If you have the jar, like this,
the jar with the old man spider,
turn to page.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, like oh man, I missed that. All right, the room you are in is some sort of grand dining hall. A long table, large enough to seat some 40 or 50 people, stands in the center, edged with chairs. Various doors and passageways lead from the room, but you are particularly interested in two wide staircases which lead upwards to either end of the balcony overlooking the hall. Paintings and suits of armor decorate the walls. The room is empty, but you just said it had a big table in it. So why would the room be empty? Come on, Steve Jackson.
No people.
Yeah, but
it doesn't consider tables to be like an occupant of the room.
Okay, do I want to take the left-hand staircase, the right-hand staircase, investigate the paintings, or investigate the suits of armor? I feel like looking around at anything is going to get me in trouble. I'm going to look at the armor.
Yeah. You're alternately... The trick about these things is like you're alternately rewarded and then punished for being curious about things.
Yeah, pretty much.
You gonna look at the armor?
Yeah, 151. The suits of armor are a variety of shapes and sizes, and you shiver to think of the strange creatures they must have been made for. Perhaps you may yet come across some of them. As you examine one particularly grand suit, its hand suddenly rises and whacks you across the face. You stagger back, spitting blood, lose 2 stamina points, but the armor makes no further move, and you decide it may be prudent to continue upstairs, either up the left-handed staircase or up the right-hand. So I got smacked.
You just got slapped by a suit of armor.
I keep getting punished for being curious. They're like, do you want to check this out? No, I don't. Game.
That was literally, yeah. And then you're gonna go upstairs, and it's like, do you have the thing from the painting? You're like, what the fuck? Oh.
You imagine if I didn't heal when I was at 1 health and that thing killed me?
Killed you. Dead from Dead from armor slap.
Yeah. Left or right? I know which answer everyone in the current Twitch chat is going to say. And just to screw that, I'm going right. 197.
This reminds me, my favorite thing when I was playing like all the Space Quest games is the famous part in the very first Space Quest game.
Yeah.
There's an area, there's like a little hole in the wall, and you look at the hole, and it goes like, there's a hole in the wall. I wonder what's inside. Is like the description.
Yeah.
And so you go, okay, like look at like use hole. Like you stick your hand in the hole. There's a scorpion inside. It hits your hand. You're dead.
That's amazing.
It's
like right at the beginning?
Yeah,
like just like
it's like pretty early on in the game. You're just like, yeah, that's what kind of game this is. Deal with it.
That's hilarious. All right. We're going right. 197. The stairs are well worn and creak under your weight. Cautiously, you climb up to the balcony. Turn to 363. I'm surprised they didn't break. I bet you if you went the other way, they would have broke. Dollars to donuts. 363. Along the balcony are 3 doors. Will you try the door to the left, the door in the center, or the door on the right? I'm going to do center. 64. You listen at the door, and you can hear squeaky voices laughing and squabbling. You try the handle, and the door opens. Inside is a brightly colored room. A few small beds are in one corner, and strewn about the floor are small mannequins of various brutish creatures. Along the right-hand wall is a large box, and just beyond the box is a door. In the center of the floor, and looking up at you quizzically, are 3 small creatures. They are human-like, but have green skin, pointed ears, and slit-like eyes. What will your approach be? Will you? There's art. I think we're in a kid's room. They're just kids. They're babies. They're 3 little goblins.
Like baby goblins.
Yeah. Give them the Tylenol. Kids want some berries? Oh, look in your pack for something? Oh yeah, we're definitely looking in our bag. We got a spider in a jar in our bag. It's gonna be like, if you have the spider in a jar, we're like, yeah, I do.
You also just have like gold.
Yeah, but we also have Tylenol that we found. And a mirror. We have all kinds of stuff in our bag.
All right.
Turn to page 3. What will you offer them? A pocket myriad, a spider in a jar, or a handful of small berries?
Now you have all of those
We have
things.
all 3.
Yeah. You could do all
We're
sorts
so
of
good at
things.
this game.
I'm disappointed it didn't call that an old man spider in a jar.
Yeah, they really punted on that one.
Also, I like that it's like the spider, the old man spider in the jar is trying to say something to you, but you can't hear him through the jar. And then somebody is like at the door and you're like, oh crap, put it in your bag, run away.
Yeah.
No other, there's no like,
At no point do you stop and be like,
do you want to go find out what the old man spider in the jar was trying to say to you?
No.
Do you want any other interaction with that? No.
Our character is completely out of sight, out of mind. The second we put that in our bag, we're like,
bad
doesn't
object
exist.
permanence,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like, if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. The myriad is that thing that the elf in the wine cellar had, but it's broken. So if we give that, they're not going to do it. They're going to be like, and they're going to start screaming or something.
Well, but maybe kids will like to like play with a little broken thing.
Yeah, but it's broken. It doesn't do anything. We're going to give them the Tylenol. Yeah, we're giving them the handful of berries. Give the kids drugs. 236. They take your berries enthusiastically, popping them into their mouths and chewing them. Seconds later, they fall asleep, one by one. When all 3 are asleep, you walk over to investigate the box. The lid opens, revealing several more dolls inside, just like the ones on the floor, and various other wooden toys. There seems to be nothing of real value there, and so you leave the room by the far door.
So you just walked in, gave the kids some like Tylenol PM or
Oh my God.
whatever, some sort of drug that you don't know what it is.
Oh, we
They all
also.
fell asleep, and then you're like, well, nothing interesting here. Bye.
Oh my God, this game rules, dude. Just because they get you to do stuff like this, they're just like, I wonder if that's the only use for the berries, right? Like,
So presumably they're like a sleeping thing.
yeah.
I hope.
But they didn't attack and they didn't scream,
Yeah.
right? That's what I'm worried
So
about.
maybe that seemed like that a pretty good result.
Yeah. I'm curious to I kind of want to see what the other options here were. So I'm going to mark that. I should star the ones that I want to like. I want to see what the other things did. You know? All right, 140. You leave the room and head down a short corridor. Some meters down, you find yourself at the foot of a staircase. This is a spiral staircase which leads right up into the Citadel tower. You climb the stairs cautiously and eventually arrive on a small landing with 2 doorways in front of you. Will you take the left-hand door or the right-hand door? Well, I took right last time, so let's take left this time. 25. It's just like how we just like, hey kids, want some berries? And they're like, yeah! Like, all right, see you later. This party sucks.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Kids don't have anything good to steal.
Yeah, it's like, oh, just a bunch of toys. And I just leave them like. All right, what did we say, 25? Yeah. The door opens, allowing you into a large circular room. You scratch your head quizzically. In the center of the room, you can see a small island surrounded by a wide trench on which stands a chest, locked with metal fastenings. The trench is too wide to jump and is very deep. Just inside the door is a length of rope. A door leads from the room opposite the door you came in through. So there's a rope, like literally right by the door. Ignore the box and walk around the trench to the other door. Cast a strength spell and leap across the trench. Pick up the rope and formulate a plan, question mark? Dude, every time I investigate one of these things, I get immediately punished. The smart thing to do would be just walk around the chest on the moat.
So I think the implication is that the rope is just like on the ground. It's not like a, because it says pick up the rope.
Oh, yeah. But I can't just not know what happens.
Yeah.
Which is contradictory because I just left a dude screaming for help at the very beginning. And I never once was like, oh, I wonder what that was. I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
I mean, that happened. I remember that happened in the Warlock one, the very first one. There's a guy in a prison cell being like, help me. And you're like, no, I'm not going to help
like,
you.
that's a trap. And then I walked away. I never even knew what happened on that.
Yeah. Although, like a little bit later, it was the same kind of thing. A little bit later, there was like a test. There was like, which one of these levers do you pull? And you didn't know which one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he would have told you.
Well, no, the lever one was just like, I grabbed one and one of them was a sword and I stabbed myself and I grabbed it with my sword arm.
Right. Anyway.
Well, it's time to pick up a rope and formulate a plan.
Yeah.
239. An idea strikes you. Take 2 points of stamina damage. I wouldn't put it past this game. Just, an idea. A form of gremlin. You tie the rope into a loop with a slip knot at the end. Whirling the rope around your head, you try to snare the chest. Yeah, I'm a genius. After several throws, your loop goes over the chest and the slip knot tightens around it. You pull and the chest shifts. You pull once and it falls over the edge and down into the trench. But to your dismay, the weight of the box is enormous and it pulls you right over with it. If you have the levitation spell, use it and turn to 379, otherwise turn to 82. So our dumbass made a lasso and then latches on but doesn't let go of the rope. We have to hold on.
And I love the prompt is pick up the rope and formulate a plan.
Yes.
So it's not like pick up the rope and use it as a lasso.
Yeah.
They won't. Yeah, I wonder if that's specific. That like they deliberately don't tell you what you're gonna do with the rope.
Like, why don't we just let go of the rope?
So you lassoed the box,
Yes.
and then
And
as
I
you
pulled
pulled
it
it towards you, it had to go over this hole.
Yes.
And then
it
when
fell.
it fell down the hole, you realized how heavy it was. Presumably you didn't notice while you were pulling it.
Yeah.
And now it's pulling you. Now it pulled you over the edge.
Yes.
Because you're too stupid to let go.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, wait, I have a levitate spell.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have used that earlier instead of the strength spell to try and jump over it.
Yeah, why don't I just use levitate? Pick up the chest, bring it over to me, open the chest. Oh, boy.
I feel like this probably be a good time to use that levitate spell.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use levitate. All right. Levitation gone. All we have left are ESP, fire, illusion, and luck. 379. All right, so 379. You release the rope and float it into the air. Dropping back onto the ground on the rim of the trench, you curse at the fiendish trap that had been laid for greedy adventure. It's not a trap! It's not a trap at all! It's just a chest on a pedestal and a trench!
You created the trap yourself.
It's not a trap! Please! Somebody help! You move on to the door opposite your entrance and try the handle. Turn to 206.
That was just a waste.
All right.
So just...
Every time we've used this spell, except for the creature copy, has been an absolute waste. It's either been on an illusion or like our own idiocy.
No, the strength spell allowed you to open the door.
Oh yeah, the strength. But I mean, the strength spell got us into the door with the little gremlin with the leprechaun, and the leprechaun stole our skills. So really, wasn't that good? Oh, okay. Where were we? 206? What a trap. Is that what I just tell people? Like when I get back, oh man, there's so many traps.
There's so many traps.
It like flashes back to him showing me like, because you know how like when he tells the story to people, like, oh yeah, it was real dangerous, lots of traps. And it, like flashes to him like, oh.
Stupid. I mean, it's physics really is the trap in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah. The devilish trap of having trying to pull a thing that weighs more than you do up from
I mean, that's kind of why I wanted to do these. I thought it'd be full of situations like this. Like this one has definitely been more like, no, screw you.
Yeah.
The other ones weren't actually that bad. They were just like, yeah, just do this thing and do whatever. All right. You leave through the door and find yourself at the foot of another spiral staircase leading up to the Black Tower. Climbing the stairs, you eventually come to a landing where a single door is the only way onwards. You try the door. It opens slowly. Turn to 182. You feel yourself sucked into the room. As if by magic, your torch flickers and dies. The room is pitch black.
Probably actually by magic.
Yeah. From nowhere, yet everywhere, comes a mocking laugh which fills the room. Foolish adventurer, says another voice, which changes its tone from high to low as it speaks. Welcome to the home of the Ganges.
Nope, sorry. It changed its tone from high to low as it speaks.
Welcome to the home of the Ganges.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, it will be the last room you will ever see. But of course you cannot see, can you? But we can see you, can't we, brothers? And laughing voices come from all around you. Suddenly, a ghostly white luminous face flies towards you. You recoil in horror, throwing yourself on the ground, and begin to feel very frightened, lose 1 skill, 2 stamina, and 1 luck.
What? Again, you were very close to just dying right now. Hey, is this the guy on the front of the book?
There's art. That's the face that Looks like a sack of onions.
On the actual like cover of the book, isn't there like a scary?
It looks kind of like him. I think that's Balthus.
Oh, if you open the like main cover, there's a bigger picture.
Oh. Yeah. Oh no, that's the dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's not Balthus. Okay. Well, we have 4 skill.
Okay. Well, you have magical things and stuff in your
2 stamina, so we have 6 health, and we have 6 luck.
Okay. Could be worse. 6 is not 0, so you can.
6 is not 0.
You can do a fire spell, an illusion spell. Fill in your backpack for an artifact.
Okay, so what do we have? We have the mirror. We have the pocket myriad. We have a jar with a spider.
The pocket myriad's broken.
I think I'm going to look for an artifact. 322.
The mirror is actually like the mirror. Oh no, it's. Yeah,
It's a silver mirror.
I don't know why they'd be scared of a mirror, but.
All right, 322. What will you pull from your backpack? A spider in a jar? A charmed amulet? A jar of ointment? If you have none of these, you will have to draw your sword and face. Well, it's got to be the spider. You have one choice.
I bet a charmed amulet would have been great.
Yeah.
I wonder where you picked that up.
39. All right, spider.
Do your thing. Also, tell me what your thing is.
What if he just picks it up and smashes it? It's just like, just walks away.
The spider just leaves.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was expecting.
I saw the name. Okay. You take out the jar, and as you do, the Ganges gasp. Rakni, says a voice. You have returned. And with those words, an invisible hand snatches the jar from you, lays it onto the ground, and opens the lid. The Spider-Man turns towards you and growls a little growl. You draw your sword as the beast scuttles towards you angrily. You must fight the creature.
You gave them their friend back.
Yes, they just take it from him, like, give me that. That's ours.
That was like literally the worst thing you could have done.
We have to fight the Spider-Man. As soon as the Spider-Man gets its first hit on you, turn it to 8. If you win without it wounding you, you must now face the Ganges with your sword. Turn it. Oh, we're super dead here, by the way. Like, this is it. So
his skill is 7. Yours is 5.
4.
Yours is 4?
Yeah.
Okay. You still have this. Is that including the sword?
That is not including the sword, so it's technically 5.
Your skill is okay. Yeah. So your skill is 5. His is 7.
Yes.
He has 5 stamina. You have 6.
Yeah.
So you got a slight edge in stamina. You can take like one more hit.
Not in skill.
So
all right. Well,
all right.
Let's find out what happens.
Roll 1.
Spider-Man goes. A 4.
4. So you have to roll 6 or better.
Yes. Yeah. I have to roll 2 higher, 6 higher. Okay.
Okay. Knocked him down.
Okay.
Take that, jar.
I wonder if I should try to push my luck.
Try to do, because he's at 5 stamina.
Because I can kill him in 2 hits. If I push my luck once and win,
then that does help.
Yeah. But I have to roll 6 or under.
Roll 6. I mean, it's like 50-50. Close.
Let's see the rules for pushing my luck again. Using luck in battles. Blah, blah, blah. If you just wounded a creature, you may test your luck. If you are lucky, subtract an extra 2 points from the creature's stamina. Oh, so it doubles damage. But if I'm unlucky, I only do 1 damage. Yeah.
Oh. That's interesting. I mean, you might as well do it on the... If you're going to do it, you could do it on the next go.
Yeah. Let's try that. I'm going to wait on it.
And if you're unlucky, you do only 1 point?
Yeah. I need to do it in case, like... But if I feel like if I get hit, I'm dead. Because this thing's going to, like, poison me, or, like, I'm going to be paralyzed, and these ghosts are going to, like... All right. Well, spider goes.
Well, now we get to see what happens.
Oh, man. I'm absolutely dead here. Turn to 208. Okay.
The spider was an illusion.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. The Spider-Man's weapon is its bite, which is highly poisonous. As it bites you, you feel the poison spreading through your system, numbing your nerves. As you stumble and fall to the ground, it attacks you again and again. Your last memory is its ugly little face biting into your neck. You have failed in your mission. Okay.
Well, that's it.
All right. So,
Kaputskied.
kaputs. We died. We actually lost a game. So, we're going to try again. Now, do we want to just like, do you want me to just kind of like motor through my initial choices and try to get to a place where we weren't? Right?
So,
because we haven't had to do this before. Like, this is the first time.
Right. Now, there were, I mean, but there's like, so I guess the question is, do you want to do like at every point in which you made a choice, do you want to do a different thing?
If I know that it's not a failure.
Right. But I'm just thinking like the first thing you did was the talking to the guys at the door, like whether you're a merchant or a healer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to do a different choice there, or do you?
Well,
know,
I mean,
like,
we'll probably
you know that the thing you did worked.
Yeah.
So do you just do it again, or do you want?
No,
to
I think we try something different just to see.
Right.
Okay.
Should we do a quick commercial?
Well, I gotta roll stats and stuff, but maybe I'll do that on the commercial break.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Let's go take a quick break. I'll grab some water too, and I'll roll stats real quick, and then we'll be back because we only got like an hour left, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right, we'll be right back. Sit tight. Hi, welcome back. Okay, so I grabbed some water, I got up, took a walk around. I re-rolled my stats, which aren't, I mean, they're better, but anything was better than what I rolled last game. So my skill is 9, which helps. Stamina is 18, which is a little bit worse than last time, and my luck is 7. I rolled minimum for luck, which is unfortunate. And our spells, though, our spells are 17.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
So Paul and I talked briefly, and we decided that we're going to take 1 of everything, but then we get 5 extras, which we took an extra copy of weakness, 2 extra copies of strength, an extra copy of skill, and an extra copy of creature copy. So we have all the spells.
So theoretically, the strength, those, well, I don't know about the strength, but the weakness and the creature copies are good for combat.
Yeah. Well, we do know that there's certain things that, okay, so now we're going to try to.
So we can definitely, I don't know, like we should probably like look at each, make sure that you know which.
Yeah, we're going to kind of try to burn through like these initial ones.
You don't have to like read it out as thoroughly as before.
Okay, so we're on page 1. There's ape dogs, which we found. And then last time we claimed to be a tradesman, but I think I'm going to stick with I'm going to go herbalist this time. So let's start a new map. 261.
Yeah, that's a good point. As chat says, the whole golem thing.
Yeah.
Like, now that we know who the spider guy is there any reason to do that at all? Like, why would we want that guy?
There's zero reason to do that because I know
like he's a bad guy. We shouldn't keep him unless there's something else to do with him, I guess. But
yeah. I just love how they're like, we're ghosts. I'm like, I have something to fight ghosts, and he pulled this spider in the jar. And they're like, we've been looking everywhere for that. Give me that. I'm like, oh,
imagine
man.
You had the opportunity to give that to the kids, eh?
Oh yeah, I could have just gave it to the kids. So. Okay, 261. The ape dog asks to see your herbs. Luckily, you grabbed a few handful of weeds on your way and you show them. Cocking its head to one side, the creature eyes you suspiciously. It asks you for the name of the guard you have to come to treat, something you hadn't planned on. You quickly think of a name to bluff the creature with. Kiltrog, Pincus, Blag. Well,
This is the like.
If I was the name of a monster.
This is the Groundhog Day thing where like, Pincus. No, that's not it. Cut to you coming back here. Blag. No, that's not it.
Pincus is like my gut. But Blag's also very good. I'm going to go with Pincus. It's got to be Pincus. It's got to be Pincus. Has to be. If I say it enough, it'll turn out to be true, right? It's got to be Pincus. Oh, it's 175. 175. Show me Pincus. The creature has never heard of a Pincus within the Citadel. The dog ape holding the mace growls and steps forward. You may quickly choose another name, or you may prepare to fight them. Oh, I'm choosing another name. Oh, did I say Pincus? I meant Blag. 110. 110, 110, 110. Test your luck. If you are lucky, you choose another name which is familiar to them, and they summon the gatekeeper, who eventually appears to let you in. If you're unlucky, this was another poor guess, and they advance towards you with their weapons ready. You will have to fight them. So I got to roll a 7 or under.
So we're just abstracting it now.
Oh, 6.
All right.
Sometimes lucky. Okay, I'm going to still keep track of it here. All right. So we're lucky, 251. Which I think we got last time anyway, right? Okay, so this is where we can creep towards the tower, boldly stride across the courtyard. I'm going to creep again, but I'm going to help the dude this time.
Okay, so you are going to creep again.
Yeah. Because I think creeping is the correct way to get through this. So we creep, we go to 222. Yep, there's a man on the ground. Oh, there's art. We didn't show the art of the man on the ground.
Oh, man.
That's what you... He's like, I hurt. Oh, he looks like an orc in that picture, but in this he looks like a human. Our stats right now are, we have a 9 skill, 18 stamina, 7 luck, well 6 luck now, and we have 17 spells. All right, so let's approach him and see what you can do. So 137. I hope I'm right about leaving this dude. The man is old and has been hit about the head with a club of some sort. He asks for medicine, but you have none. You could use a stamina spell to fix him up, and he offers to help you if you will. If you will use your magic, turn to 383. If not, you will leave him and continue along the wall. Turn to 14. Sure.
You got two. You have 2 of those now.
Yeah, I do. I'll use one of them. We only have 1. 383. It's Balthus the Dire.
Feeling better, he bites you.
Yeah. It would not surprise me. The old man's strength begins to return as the stamina spell takes effect. Deduct the spell from your spells. He tells you he was beaten about the head by cruel Ganges, who delight in thuggery. Oh, hey. You bring the conversation round to the Citadel itself. Suddenly, for no apparent reason, a stab of pain from within grips him. His eyes narrow to slits, and he throws himself forward, sinking his teeth, sharp teeth at that, into your arm.
I did not read that beforehand.
Paul, you put that evil in the world. Deduct 2 stamina points. Will you beat him off with your sword or use a magic spell to free yourself? So we take 2 damage. Going down to 16. Dude, everything we do punishes us in this game. I'm just going to do nothing. They were like, do you want to do anything? I'm like, nope. I keep walking.
So it turns out, yeah, hardening your heart and just ignoring that guy was, in fact, the way to go.
Yeah.
Turns out there's a reason why they had him, like, beaten and chained up here. Because he randomly bites people.
Well, we're going to fight him, I guess.
Yeah, it's old man bitey. Yeah, that's why would you let that guy free? He's bad.
Yeah, he bites everyone.
He bites everyone.
See? It's just like a big bite mark. 333. You draw your sword and prepare to chop him with it. He glances up at you with a look that leads you to believe that he is not completely in control of his own actions. With pity, you crack him on the head with your sword hilt, causing him to howl and release his grip. You leave him moaning on the ground, nursing his head, lose another 2 stamina points for the damage he has done to your arm, and press onwards. So literally, nothing happened. I lost 4 health, and I lost a healing spell.
And not only that, but you left him in literally the same state, having been cracked on the head by a... Like, this is probably exactly what happened before, why he had just gotten cracked on the head by a club, because he tried to bite somebody.
Man, that stinks. Turn to 14. All right.
No good deed.
Yeah. Oh, this is the footing. Oh, no. Okay, we have to roll 6 or under. Good. That's 12. Okay, that's unlucky.
We get to find out what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe there's gold at the bottom.
There's not gold at the bottom, Paul. It's called unlucky for a reason. Okay, turn to 100. Do you have a levitation spell? If so, you had better use it now to float out of the pit. If you levitate yourself, you may continue down the wall towards the corner of the courtyard. If not, turn to 276. Well, I mean, every time I've used a spell, I've been punished. Literally every time.
You're just going to let it go?
Because every other time they're like, do you have the spell? You better use it now. And then I use it and be like, haha, it was illusion.
It was an illusion of a hole. Yeah, I levitate. There's spikes in the ceiling.
You die. I'm leaving. I'm not using it. 276. I'm falling down the hole. screw you, game. You can't tell me how to live. You fall to the bottom of a deep pit, possibly a filled-in well. You pick yourself up, and you appear to be intact. But how are you going to get out? To dig footholes up the sides of the pit with your sword would take far too long. You could cast a strength spell to assist you in this, or you could shout for help.
I'm surprised you didn't take any damage.
Yeah. We could shout for help. Help!
Hey, so I was just breaking into this castle.
Yeah.
And this is awkward.
I wonder if I just shout for help. I'm going to shout for help. See what happens.
Now you're just like, I don't want to use any spells because they're always bad.
Yeah. After several minutes of shouting, you hear voices in a strange tongue coming closer. To your relief, you see 4 heads peering into the pit, silhouetted against the sky. You yell at them to get some rope. They chatter and disappear. Eventually, you hear their scurrying footsteps returning. They stand once more at the top of the pit and throw down to you, not a rescue rope, but the contents of a cauldron of boiling oil. You will have to watch your footing on your next adventure, for this one is over. And remember, strangers are not welcome at the Citadel of Chaos.
Well, that was short but sweet.
I'm rewinding. I'm rewinding to that choice, whatever we had before, 276.
You're just gonna wait. How far are you gonna rewind?
Just the turn before that. Yeah. We just die. It's like, I don't want to re-roll everything, right? Like, we have an hour, right?
I mean,
it's like,
to be fair, it did give you like multiple opportunities to
it's like,
out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like, if I restart, I gain 4 hit points? Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, we have to use a strength spell, right? So let's go to 165. Oh, yeah, and cross off a strength spell. Jeez. Like, I do love how they're like, get me a rope! And they're just like, oh, yeah, we'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll get you a rope.
As you feel the strength surging through your body, you draw out your sword and dig into the earthy walls. By making a foothold and stepping onto it as you dig the next, you make your way up the shaft quite quickly with your boost of power. Halfway up, however, your strength begins to ebb, and you realize you are returning to normal. If you allow this to happen, you will fall backwards into the pit once more. You may either cast a strength spell to give you the energy to complete the staircase, or you may shout for help. Well, 202 is death. We know, so I have to burn 2 strength. This place sucks, dude.
I guess they're assuming that if you didn't use the levitation spell, you don't have it.
Yeah.
Because obviously you could levitate your way out of this hole, no problem.
Well, we're burning another strength spell. Jeez. 398. You cast a spell and your strength returns to enable you to finish off the steps. As you reach the top, the effects wear off once more. You may now set off along the wall towards the black tower. Turn to 79. Good gravy.
So where you are, you're back to exactly where you were before.
Yeah.
Except you didn't use your Fool's Gold spell, so yay.
Yeah.
But you did take 4 damage and used 2 strength and a healing spell.
Yeah.
So I would call that like net.
Oh, I'm way behind. Yeah, I'm off way worse than I was. Okay, 79. The only thing we can do is move on. In the far corner of the courtyard, you come across blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is the berries. Okay, so we have the berries.
You can't go through here without getting them.
So. Yeah. I guess you just get them no matter what. I wonder what happens if you go the other way. Is you probably, I don't know. I feel like if you just boldly stride through the courtyard, you just die.
They pour hot oil on you.
Yes.
There was also another sneaky way. But...
Yeah. Okay, so 218, we have the berries with which we can drug children. In front of you is a large wooden door, firmly locked. You may either knock 3 times. Last time I knocked, right? Nothing bad happened.
You knocked and the guy was like, "Do you have the password?" And we assumed the guy with the old Mr. Bitey had the password.
No, Mr. Bitey only had 1 password. All right. I'm not going to use the strength spell because I only have 1 left. Normally I'd be like, yeah, I'll use the strength. I got tons of strength to burn. Like, no. We have 1 strength spell left. So we're going to 118. We're talking to the Rhino. Rhino stands at the doorway. It's armor plated. Do you know the password? If you do, turn to 273. We don't. So we got to go to 198. Okay, we got to test our luck. Okay.
Right, this is the one where you won this before.
Yeah. 6 or lower. 7. Perfect. Unlucky. All right, 290.
Never not unlucky.
Yeah, this is perfect. This game is proof that good things happen, or bad things happen to nice people. The Rhino Man steps forward and jabs at you with his pike. You leap quickly out of the way. Although it is not wearing armor, its thick hide looks protection enough. You must decide whether to take it on in combat or to use your magic. Will you draw your sword or try a spell? You may use a weakness spell, a levitation spell, or a strength spell. Well,
you do have an extra weakness spell, I guess.
Yeah.
So you still have to fight him, but presumably it'll be easier to kill.
I'm going to use the weakness spell. I mean, we're burning through spells at this point, so we might as well. 307. As you cast the spell, the creature lunges at you and clips your arm with its pike. Lose 2 stamina. Dude, you're always punished no matter what you do. I guess we're spell casting in melee range. Then the weakness spell takes effect. The creature slows down and starts puffing and panting. You draw your sword and advance to finish him off.
He took that attack of opportunity.
Yeah. There's a skill of 4 and stamina of 7. Okay.
So skill 4, you're despite all the damage and you're still at skill 9, right?
Yeah.
So you're like way ahead.
So Rhino. 10. I don't think I can lose to that. Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Suck it, Rhino.
Yeah. This is what I remember from this game. This I can't possibly lose this.
Rhino rolls a 12. I win. Rhino rolls a 13. Yeah. I roll a 15. Yeah, this was... I mean, any skill that's like around 9 or 10, I think, is pretty good. We also did cast the weakness spell, so it's... I don't think I can lose to a 10, right? 6, yeah. Okay, Rhino dies. That was easy.
Nice.
177. We didn't even get any loot or anything. We're just like, you kill him, you move on. Like, cool, thanks. Okay, there's a narrow hallway. This is the one where we could have gone downstairs or to the door. I'm gonna go to the door. Because down the stairs is the leprechaun.
Down the stairs with the leprechaun, which
was... We guaranteed to lose a skill.
Which was a mixed at best.
Yeah.
So yeah, why not try somewhere else?
Yeah.
At least you're mapping things.
Kind of. Well, I just remembered. So this goes to 5. We're going to 5. You try the handle of the door and it turns, opening into another hallway. Some distance along, the passageway turns to the right and ends shortly in another door. On this door is a sign which reads, "Please ring for butler." A rope, evidently the bell, hangs by the door. Will you ring as instructed or try the door handle? There's no way that ringing this doorbell is good for me.
Ring door for butler with container of hot oil.
The rope is a snake that bites, yeah. Like, it's something. I know it's something. There is no way that I ring this and good things happen.
I literally have no idea.
I don't know either.
It could go either way.
It could go either way. 361. I'm not ringing the bell. Again, the door opens, but as you open it, you hear the deafening clang of an alarm bell. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 297. If you're unlucky, turn to 126. 6 or lower. Six. We did it.
All right.
We're lucky.
5 luck.
5 luck. Okay. 297. You slam the door shut behind you and, above the clanging bell, you can hear the sound of footsteps running quickly and getting closer. The corridor ahead forks 2 ways. Will you spring ahead and take the right fork, turn to 2, or the left fork? Or will you go back through the door and ring for the butler?
If you weren't supposed to ring for the butler before, I feel like setting off the alarm and then walking back out and
Why would you go back?
I was just standing here and an alarm went off for no reason.
Hey, you're not the butler. Okay. Well, I'm not going back for the butler. I'm going to go left. So 316. Oh, God. That's terrifying. I think you should show the picture. Yeah.
What's it look like on yours?
You got to give me the overhead. Why is it all reversed?
It's because it's from the other side.
Oh. Well, how come it wasn't? Usually it's...
right here.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like on mine. They're like little coins. Okay. The footsteps you heard, which really ought to be called hand steps, belong to 3 wheelies, which now roll down the passageway towards you, forcing you back to the door. These creatures are peculiar beasts having, instead of legs, an extra set of hands. They move by cartwheeling along at quite a rapid pace. Their heads, or at least their faces, are set in the center of their chests. While they are not well practiced at swordsmanship, given their awkward means of movement, they are excellent knife throwers. Grasping knives from their belts as they spin along, they can launch them at a rapid-fire pace, like large Catherine wheels. At the moment, 3 such knives are speeding their way towards you. You may either use a shield spell to protect you, or test your luck. I'm not testing my luck.
Kind of buried the lead there. It's like, hey, here's a little info about these guys. They're funny-looking people. Also, there are 3 knives heading towards you.
So, we're going to use the shield spell. Go to 220.
You only got one of those, right?
Yeah. The knives hit your magic shield and drop to the ground. The wheelies likewise bump into the shield and bounce off, somewhat mystified. They clatter to each other, holding you at bay while your spell wears off. They seem to reach some sort of agreement, and one rolls off back up the corridor, presumably to fetch help. The other 2 reach for their belts and pull out small blowpipes. Putting some kind of pellets in their mouths first, they prepare to aim. You will have to leap on them first with your sword. Resolve this battle, fight each in turn. Oh my God, they're so strong. If you win, you may either take the left passage or the right passage. God, I gotta fight both of them?
Yeah, so you fight each in turn,
Yeah.
which is good. That means that you don't have to fight them all at once.
Yeah, it still sucks though. Okay, so we'll fight the first one. So it's got a skill of 7. It's a 15.
Yes.
That's a 15. 10. Can't lose to that, so... It's a 12. I don't think I can lose to a 12.
You can tie a 12. Oh, no, you can lose to a 12. If you get...
If I get 2 ones. Yeah, I can lose to a 12. 14? No. 15. No.
What is that?
13.
That's 6?
Math is hard. It's a 6, yeah.
Yes.
13. Okay.
I mean, you have to roll...
The first one's dead.
You have to roll 2 lower than him.
Yes.
So, that's...
Okay, so the second one has a skill of 6.
This guy's even weaker.
17.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
17, yeah. Pink.
18.
Ooh. Oh. You got +3 on him.
Nope.
All right.
I go to 12.
You took some damage finally.
Yeah. 12. Okay. Wheelie goes 16. I go 15. Cool. I got 10 health. Wheelie goes 11. I go... Still not great. It's almost dead. Wheelie goes... That's 11. I can tie it. Okay. All right, it's dead.
All right. God. But that skill though, like makes such a huge difference.
Having a higher skill is like such a big difference. Okay, so it's dead. I killed both, but the third one got away. I'm gonna go left to 243. Nope. The passage runs along for several meters and then it ends at a door. You listen at the door and can hear a deep, heavy breathing coming from inside, as if some large creature were asleep in there. Cautiously, you try the handle, and the door opens. Just inside, although the room is dark, you can see a very large goblin-like creature is asleep on the floor. You may either risk tiptoeing into the room, or you may return to the fork and try the right-hand passage. We're going to try to sneak past. 352.
This is going to be a luck test, you realize.
Yep. But I'm not going back. You tiptoe into the room. The room is gloomy and the air is damp. A crude wooden post is nailed to one wall with several hooks on it. There are 2 doors on the far wall leading onwards. On the post, hanging on the wall, is a makeshift mirror, but as your torch lights up the mirror, its reflection is thrown across the eyes of the sleeping giant, who grunts and stirs. One eye opens, then another, and seeing you, it springs to its feet. It grabs an axe, which it was using as a pillow, and quickly undoes the leather sheath to reveal a sharp bronze head. This giant creature is a gark. Large and brutish, garks are half goblin, half giant, bred by master sorcerers for their aggressive character. Although somewhat stupid, they are rather tough beasts with a warlike nature. Will you make a dash for the door, draw your sword ready for a fight, apologize for disturbing the creature, prepare to use a spell?
Like, if it was using its axe as a pillow,
yeah,
it must be a very soft axe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not dangerous.
I think we should... I'm going to check the spells, because I bet you creature copy will be one. And I have 2 of those. So we're going to go to 11. Illusion won't work because they said they're stupid, right? Okay, so we can use Fool's Gold, Creature Copy, ESP, and Weakness. Why would we use ESP?
It's literally the first time you've been asked to use it. So that could be interesting, but on the other hand...
I'm going to use ESP. It's got to be funny, right? Is this when we find out that the Garks are actually psychic and it doesn't work? It's like, you fool.
Or you find out about his deep inner pain.
This bad union. Okay, 128. As the spell takes effect, you begin to get various thoughts as they flash through the creature's mind. Apart from a feeling of fear that its captain might find out it was asleep at its post and let an intruder in, it holds some strange reverence for a carved hairbrush, which is apparently in the room somewhere. But this is all you receive, and you must now defend yourself from its attack with something. Will you use your sword, a Fool's Gold spell, a creature copy spell, a weakness spell?
You can still do your thing. That's nice. So I guess you'll want to look for a brush now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not any use to me. That didn't do anything. No. It's just a waste of a spell. I mean, every time I cast a spell other than creature copy has been a complete waste.
It gave you some info.
Yeah.
The strength spells got you out of that hole.
Yeah. I'm going to creature copy. It's got to be. Creature copy's got to be good here, right? 262. As you cast a spell, an identical Gark, similarly armed, appears before you.
I mean, creature copy always does the same thing. So.
At your command, the battle starts. Gark, skill 7, stamina 11. Okay.
I imagine that
So
the copy goes Gark, and Gark goes Gark. They go Gark,
Gark.
Gark.
It's like
Gark,
Spider-Man.
Gark, Gark.
The Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man
Yeah,
thing. Hey,
Gark, Gark,
Gark,
Gark,
Gark.
Gark, Gark.
So my Gark, or their Gark, rolls a 7. Oops. My Gark rolls a 9. Cool.
The two copies talk to each other for a bit and then seem to reach an agreement and both turn and attack you.
Yeah, we reached an accord. Okay. Bad Gark, 6. My Gark, 9. Sick. Bad Gark, 5. My Gark, 8. Can't lose.
I guess Fool's Gold might have been allowed you to like bribe him or something.
Maybe.
Too late now.
Bad Gark, 7. My Gark, 6. Okay. Talking about
bad Gark.
my
Bad
Gark. My Gark. Bad Gark, 9. My Gark, 5. Bad Gark,
Gark,
7.
Gark, Gark, Gark.
My Gark,
Gark, Gark.
4. Uh-oh. I was winning. Bad Gark, 9. My Gark.
Are you a bad Gark or a good Gark?
Bad Gark, 6. Please let me win a roll. Oh, my Gark's at 1 health. Come on. Bad Gark, 8. My Gark. Oh my god, my Gark died. Okay, well it's got 5 health. That's bad. Bad Gark, 14. Me. Wait, 14. We tied. Okay. Bad Gark. 16? No, 15. Me. Oh my god. Dude, I can't roll tonight.
I mean, you can roll quite well, but for the other guy.
Yeah, 8. Bad Gark, 4. Me. Okay. It's at 3. I'm at 8 health. Bad Gark, 7. No, 14. 14. Gark, 14. Okay, 15. It's at 1. Gark. Finally, 10. Barely beat it. Okay, I killed the Gark.
I feel like Gark was also dealing with the trauma of having killed someone who looked exactly like him.
Yeah, that'd be messed up, right?
Yeah. All right, go steal his hairbrush now.
Yeah, give me this hairbrush, idiot. 180.
I want the one thing that you liked. The one thing that you
I
enjoyed.
plumbed the depths of your mind and found the one thing you love. Now give it to me. The great Gark lies dead on the ground. You wait for a minute to see whether the commotion will attract any guards, but all appears to be safe. You go through the creature's effects, but find little of value. Inside a pouch strung around its waist are 6 gold pieces and an ornate hairbrush. You may take these things if you wish. You decide to continue onwards. Cool.
So, like, you got that regardless of whether you did the ESP thing or not.
Yeah.
Like, you just got the hair. You didn't have to know about the hairbrush or anything.
No, we just know what cherishes it.
Yeah.
Okay, return to 99. This stream is way more entertaining than it has any right to be. What are you trying to say? What does that even mean? Wait a second.
This stream is exactly as entertaining as it
Yeah,
should be.
I'm working hard at this.
Yeah, I took the character sheet off the overlay because it's it's got the stats. That's like
It's
like
like
your old
I've
stats.
used it, yeah.
So,
All right. Well, turn to 99. So we take a left-handed door or the right-handed door? What did we take last time? Did we even come this way? We didn't come this way, right?
you're way off on that.
Yeah, we're way off.
You're on a different path now.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
So let's go right. So let's go to 38. 38. All right, game. Oh, I saw the Spider-Man thing and I was like, ah, Spider-Man! It's like it's back. Okay. The door opens into a short passageway which is paved with small stones. A short distance further on, an ornately carved door marks the end of a passageway. But just before the door, a side passage leads off to the left. You approach the door, listening for any signs of life inside. As your hand touches the handle, a voice says, "Do not knock, just enter," from inside. Will you enter the room as instructed, or will you decide against this room and take the passage leading off to the left? See, I should just be like, no, and leave.
I mean, I like the way that at various times your character either like opens doors and strides into horrible situations, sometimes listens at the door, hears something bad, then opens the door and goes in.
Yeah. I like how sometimes it just legit makes the decision for you. It's like,
yeah, it's just like, it's like, you want to go left or right? I want to go right. Okay, you could go right. You listen to the door on the right. There's loud growling from it. You open the door and enter. It's like, well, why did I even bother?
I'm going in. I'm not letting this game bully me. Because if I let them bully me once, they're just going to keep bullying me. 132. You enter a room which is evidently a library of some sort. Books stretch from ceiling to floor on each wall, and several tables and chairs are lined down the center of the room. At the far end sits a dark-skinned man who looks up at you from a book over narrow eyeglasses. Behind him is a door. Yes, what is it? He snaps. Which book are you looking for? You scan the various shelves, which are labeled. Will you ask him for biographies of Balthus Dire, secrets of the Black Tower, creatures of the kingdom of Crag and Rock? So,
biographies of Balthus Dire. For as long as I can remember, I've always been afraid of spiders in jars. But like, luckily that doesn't happen very often.
Why does Balthus the Dire have a book about the secrets of his citadel?
I mean, maybe you're looking for, who wrote that book?
Yeah, it's like, all the secrets of the Black Tower.
Yeah, it's like, Balthus Dire is like, could you not publish that, please? I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you didn't put the secrets book. So. I don't know which one to pick.
Not only did somebody like write down a book that lists all the secrets in the tower, but then that book is just like in the public library. Yeah.
Like, can I have that one? And be like, oh, the secrets? Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, maybe you're like, is there a book about all the secrets in here? The librarian's like, no, that would be stupid.
That's too funny. I'm going to take that one. 238. We're taking the secrets. All right. This has got to work, right? He indicates a section on the shelves, and you take a book to one of the tables to read through it. The book is most enlightening.
There's a whole section of books.
The book is most enlightening, tracing the history of the Citadel. The Black Tower was built by Balthus Dire's grandfather. As it became a sanctuary for the forces of evil, law and order gradually made way for chaos as the monstrous creatures battled their way up the power hierarchy. Dire's grandfather eventually found it necessary to protect himself from his minions by setting up various protective traps between the creatures and his own dwellings. Most notable of these being the Doom Pit trap and a magical combination lock on the door to his own room. The combination of the lock is...
What the...
Like, oh my god, fuck, that got me off guard. Yeah.
Maybe we should write this like in the book. Look, I want this book to be accurate, okay?
The combination of the lock is 217. You read further about the various secret passageways that permeate the Citadel. You may then choose either to ask the man for the section on Balthus Dire or the section on creatures of Crag and Rock. Or you may leave the room through the door at the far end. At any point is this librarian like, wait a second, do you work here? Yes.
Hopefully this magical lock, combination lock that his grandfather set up not only do they publish the the code for it, but they also haven't changed it since his grandfather's time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just kept the same this is my grandfather's combination log and we're not going to change it because it's been in the family for generations. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep asking about books. Is there anything about
So
Balthus?
apparently this is like the greatest library ever.
I bet you 217 too is going to be the page that we turn to when we get to the lock. Like,
Ooh. Oh, well,
man.
it's probably going to be like, if you know the combination, go to that page number.
Yeah.
Tricky.
Okay, 18. He points to a section just above the floor, which you peruse. Eventually, you choose one volume, settle down to read through it. Balthus Dire is apparently third in line of sorcerer warlords ruling over the Black Tower in the kingdom of Kragan Rock. He rose to power after the death of his father, Kragan Dire, some years ago. The Dyers have been masters of black sorcery for generations, but their strength and power last during the nighttime only. Sunlight is like a poison to them. Shortly after his father's death, Balthus Dire married the Lady Lucretia, herself a black sorceress, and since that time they have ruled together over the kingdom of Kragan Rock. As you finish the book, you notice that the librarian is holding his hand to his ear, apparently listening to something. He glances up at you quizzically. You may either look for some other useful book which may aid you on your quest, or attempt to leave the library through the door behind him. Now, did we set the alarm off, right?
I mean, that was a while ago.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this is the kind of horse shit that they would pull up.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Or he could be, I don't know. Again, you think Balthus Dire would be like, hey, maybe could you not publish my big weakness? Although, actually, the thing would be like, he's even stronger during the daylight.
He's super mega tough.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, he's Twitch chat because he's afraid of sunlight. I gotcha.
To be honest, I feel like streamers are the people who don't want sunlight. It's really kind of the opposite. We do everything we can to remove as much sunlight from our studios as possible.
Yeah. All right, burn just like if I go out in the sun. Okay, well, let's go to 84. We might as well keep digging. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Uh-oh, this looks bad.
He could kill you.
Okay, as you study the shelves, you hear a commotion behind you. You wheel around in time to see orc-like creatures, armed and on guard, materializing one after the other behind you. They advance and surround you. The tallest one moves his face close to yours and blows a puff of breath straight into your eyes. The room spins and you slump to the ground unconscious.
He killed you with his bad breath?
He gave us the poison mist. He was like, pfft. Tune to 234. Okay, well, we got a little greedy. You read too many books, the librarian kills you.
Yeah. Librarian is like, wait a minute. Nobody's interested in reading in this place.
Well, it's because how come, like, I'm just a normal dude. Like, I just show up like me, human. You know what I mean? Like, not monster. Hey, can I read some of your books? Like, yeah, go ahead.
And then just like 10 minutes later, he's like, wait a minute. Who was that guy? Maybe I should have asked more about that guy.
All right, 234. You wake up in a dirty room with rough walls cut into the rock. Iron bars in the window and the door confirm your suspicion that you are in a prison cell of some sort. There is not much you can do but sit on the straw mattress in one corner until someone appears. An hour or so later, you hear a shuffling noise outside. Looking through the bars in the door, you see a lizard-like creature shuffling down the corridor, carrying a mug and a bowl. The beast has two heads, which talk to each other as he walks. Its skin is gray and scaly, and a long tail follows it up the passage. It stops at your door and pushes the bowl and mug through a small opening into your cell, and shambles off to sit at a table across the hall. You have been given bread and broth. Will you eat and drink, or will you call it to this creature a calicorn? A calicorn. To take your food, turn to 397. If you wish to shout at the calicorn, turn to page 69. Ah, damn it! Well, we have to go to 69.
I mean, you could couldn't you eat and then, I guess, depending on how this works, you might not be able to eat.
I guarantee you if I eat, I die.
What? Why would they put you in jail and then poison you?
I'm contractually bound to turn to 69.
I mean, I know what your contract is. And I don't think that's in it, but, whatever.
You're like one of the only people that can say that. Paul actually Paul legitimately knows what my contract is. We're going to 69. The creature is not very talkative, but you do discover that you are in the dungeons beneath the Black Tower and you will probably never be released unless you are given to the Ganges for sport. Uh-oh. When you question him about Balthus Dire, he goes silent. You would better try a spell to get you out of this prison. Turn to 193. What spell do we not have?
ESP would have been great here, I bet.
We don't have ESP, right?
Yeah.
If ESP is our only option, Paul, I'm actually going to fight you.
Fight me?
Yeah. ESP would be great here. If you have ESP, if you don't.
ESP is an option.
Yeah. Okay, 193. Choose a spell. Fool's Gold, ESP, or Illusion. Fool's Gold?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Fool's Gold, I don't know. I mean, Illusion could do anything. You have no idea what Illusion will do. But
I don't think Illusion's going to do anything. It's got 2 heads. It's double the people to fool. You know what I mean?
I guess.
The more heads a creature has, the harder it is to fool.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing.
You ever tried to fool a Hydra?
No, I haven't.
Because they've never been fooled, Paul.
Ah.
Yeah. It's true.
I feel like
a lot 2 heads, 2 brains, 2 smart.
Is 2 small brains better than 1 big brain, though?
Shut up,
the
Paul.
question.
Yes. Yes, it is. The intro did say Fool's Gold is stronger than Illusion. True. I'm going to go Fool's Gold. 211. I do like how different this has been, like this going this way. Like,
yeah. I mean, illustrates why the book is so big.
You offer him the pebbles you have turned into gold. Everything I want is down here, he says. I am fed, I have a job to do, and if I get bored, I am allowed to torture the prisoners for amusement. What do I want with gold? You had better try another spell. Will you go for ESP or Illusion? If you have neither of these, turn to 283.
I'm now kind of envious of this. This guy's got it made. Like, this guy is just like happy and fulfilled in his life.
He's like, I got job security. Yeah. I don't have to do anything.
It's like,
sometimes if I get bored at my job, they let me torture people.
Yeah, it's like, okay, new thing. Are there like job application forms? Like,
oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, he's literally
so happy he's unbribable.
Yeah, he has literally everything he wants in his life. Like, how many of us could say that?
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
He wants nothing. He has want for nothing.
He even has like a friend to talk to whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Literally like on his shoulder.
Hey, yeah, he's always got company. Well, we have to try Illusion, so let's do that. There's our Illusion spell.
Let's all aspire to be as happy and fulfilled as the freaky 2-headed lizard.
The Calicorn.
Jailer.
Yeah.
So 35.
35. You concentrate on your illusion. You can either convince him that he's being attacked by an enemy or make yourself disappear in the hope that he will come looking for you. So he's looking right at me. I'm eating. And then I'm like, illusion. And he's like, oh, where'd he go?
Like, I mean, he might think you like teleported or something.
Yeah. I'm going to try to make myself disappear. 246. You disappear. You can, however, still watch the Calicorn from your cell. To your consternation, the beast has not noticed that you have gone. You wait patiently, but to no avail, and now start to worry that the spell will soon be wearing off. You kick the dust at your feet. The creature looks up and rushes over to your cell door. You are nowhere to be seen. It opens your door and enters the cell. But as it does so, your spell begins to wear off.
Wow. Apparently that was like the worst use of that spell.
Dude, this game sucks. Every time we use a spell, it goes completely wrong. We are the worst we're the worst wizard on the planet.
I feel like, from the story, I feel like maybe you are, you've done a lot of like theoretical work in wizardry.
Yeah.
But you maybe haven't like gone on an adventure in which you have to use magic before. Like you seem to be constantly caught out by the duration of your spells. You're like, oh right, that spell doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna fall when I'm halfway up this wall.
So, spell begins wear off. Try to trick me, A, says the Calicorm as it grabs you. You will now have to fight the creature. You may cast a weakness spell on it. It will reduce its skill to 5. It has a skill of 9.
Jeezy crazy.
I think I have a weakness spell. I have to use it.
Ah. Not only is this guy happy and fulfilled in his life, but he's like a super nasty
He also has
fighter.
all this time to work out. Like, what is going on here? God, this guy vegan?
Maybe. That's where he gets his superpowers
That's
from.
where he gets his superpowers from.
The second head is a little known side effect of being super hardcore vegan.
Yeah. All right. So he's got a skill of 5. And 8 stamina. Okay. Well.
Okay, you can get it. You can get through this.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's 17.
This is 17. All right. That's a 15. All right. Well, I go down to 6 health. Cool. It's a 10. I don't think I can. I can't lose to that.
Yeah.
It's a 12. Okay. I win that one. Calicorn. 10. I can't lose to that, right? I can't lose to a 10, right?
Yeah.
Minimum
can.
I can roll is 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 damage. Calicorn rolls a 14. I roll not that much. I'm at 4 health. Jeez, I've just taken a beating. Calicorn.
You still have 1 healing spell, right?
Yeah.
Not that you can use it. But...
7, 12. Yeah. Okay. Calicorn dies.
In fact, you might want to use it now.
Yeah. I am just going to use it now. Half my health, so I get 9 hit points back. I go to 13.
He dies going, this is fine. I've accomplished everything I want to in my life.
Yeah. You may have killed me, but you'll never kill your unhappiness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. If you defeat the creature, you may leave the jail along a passageway which runs northwards. So 174. I don't think we're getting to the end of this book today, Paul.
It's crazy that it's really interesting that you're on like this totally different path now.
Yeah. The passageway twists and turns, eventually ending in a flight of stairs going upwards. You climb the stairs and find yourself in a short passage ending at a dead end. As you examine the wall, you discover a short lever, which you pull. The rock face ahead opens slightly and closes behind you as you walk through. You are now standing in front of a door, which is locked. Will you try to break it down, turn to 268, or will you cast a strength spell to smash it to bits? I don't have any strength, right? No, I have 1.
You had 3, you used 2. Do you have any weakness spells left? Or
No, that's it. We're out of weakness.
So you got 1 strength, or you just try to smash it your own self?
I'm going to cast the strength spell. 116. Can one spell just like end with a positive? This is the exact same answer as the other one.
Is that where you are now?
I don't know.
Maybe you ended up. Did you?
This is the exact same thing. Did I just went in a big circle?
You just go. Well, you got
210. Did I hit 210? Yeah. This is the door down.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, because you got knocked out and taken to the prison, right?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Well,
okay. Well, we're going to
so that was a
210.
roundabout way to visit the leprechaun.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the leprechaun room. Okay. So I don't want to use a shielding spell, so we'll go to 359. We get hit by the tomato. Blah, blah, blah. Get hit by a tomato. Okay, 29.
So can you not shake his hand?
I don't know. I don't want to draw my sword, though.
Yeah, the alternative is draw your sword. But maybe, like, you draw your sword and he laughs at you? I don't know.
I don't know, we're going to have to try it, though. But I don't want to try to shake his hand because I don't want to lose
Yeah, like,
any
we know
skill.
for a fact that shaking his hand is going to...
Yeah. Okay, 131. You quickly unsheath the sword, pointing it towards the leprechaun. He throws a glance at the blade, and to your horror it droops limply from the hilt, hanging downwards like a leather belt. It seems that you won't get too far acting aggressively. Perhaps you had better ask him the way onwards. Turn to 348.
There's also the sound of a slide whistle.
348. All right. Okay, so... Oh, we just skipped. Okay, so we've skipped the handshake.
Yes.
So, if we go to it was the bronze door, right? We know that's an illusion.
We know the bronze door is an illusion.
Yes.
We don't know what's behind the other doors.
I'm going to...
Or you could ask his advice.
No. Bronze door, 354.
You're going to go...
Yeah.
Going to go the way you know?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, you open the room, leave the annoying little creature behind, 188. Because we can get the sword this way. Right?
That's true.
188. Sudden intense. We go blind. Something starts biting us. I guess we'll just draw our sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pull your sword out and lash out at the creature. So 51. You stab yourself. You hit your carotid artery. You die. You slash about madly with your sword but cannot hit the creature. Either it is extremely quick or it has no solid body for you to hit. Its teeth are now tearing at your flesh, and you can feel blood on your leg. You will have to protect yourself with your magic, or face certain death from this unseen creature. Will you cast a strength spell, a weakness spell, or if you cannot or will not cast either, turn to 280.
It's
an illusion.
Yeah, we know it's an
illusion. We know it's an illusion, but this game is
the game is like, oh, you really want to do it?
280. We're going to 280. It's a prank, bro. The creature is savaging you mercilessly, and you are powerless to prevent it. Your leg is covered in blood, and the pain is sickening. To no avail, you struggle with the unseen head. You are in agony. The creature lunges at your neck, and your last memory, before losing consciousness, is of its jaws closing around your throat. Turn to 323. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, O'Shame like, haha, good joke, hee hee.
Yeah, you both laugh. You know, have you read the comic, The Killing Joke, the comic?
Yeah.
Like the thing, you know, it ends with like Joker laughing and Batman also laughing hysterically at each other. And, you know, there's debate as to whether he then just kills the Joker there.
Yeah.
But that's what I imagine. Just it's like, ha, ha, ha. Like you're just like laughing hysterically from your having your body ripped apart.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the sword. We have the silver mirror.
That's what he gives you there?
Yeah. So
all right. So now you're
and last time we did copper, and I can't remember what happened.
It was just sort of like you went through. I don't know.
Wasn't that the wine cellar? This is to the wine cellar, right?
Possibly. So your skill is 10 now, right?
Yes.
So it's got to be good.
My skill is 10.
So yeah, try a different one this time.
Let's try the brass handle door, 386. Outside the door, the passage slopes downwards and you follow it for several minutes. You notice an unpleasant smell which gets stronger and stronger as you go. Eventually you come to an opening. Looking through it, holding your nose, You can see a large open sewer flowing across the passageway. A rope hangs down from the ceiling. Will you wade across the sewer or try to grab the rope and swing across?
I mean, the smelly path, he said, was the not dangerous one.
Yeah.
Then again...
No, he didn't say it wasn't dangerous. He just said it was smelly.
No, he said 2 are dangerous, 1 smelly.
But that doesn't
Or
mean
then
it's
the
not
other one?
dangerous.
I suppose so.
That does not mean it's not dangerous.
Also, he's flagrantly lying about everything.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I'm going to try to swing across. 108. I've stopped keeping a map. I'm just trucking through. I saw the words. You grasp the rope firmly, step back, and take a run at the putrid river. Suddenly, the rope snatches and whips with a mind of its own. You quickly let go and drop down to the ground. The rope drops on top of you and tangles itself around you. You realize that it is not a rope, but, in fact, a long sewer snake.
Who called it? Somebody in the chat was like, this rope is going to be a snake every time you had a rope.
Which wraps itself around your body and neck. Turn to 73. Everything in this game just gets you. $73.
I love the idea that there's like a snake that evolved to look like a rope so that adventurers will try to use it to swing over things.
Yeah. Either you may try to cut yourself free from the sewer snake, or you may ward it off with a spell. If you will fight the creature, resolve this battle has a skill of 6, stamina 7. I have a skill of 10.
Hey, I mean, you can kind of whoop this thing.
It's like, even if it rolls max, I'm still pretty...
Like, if it rolls a 12, that's 18. So if it rolls a 12, you have to roll an 8.
Yeah. I'm just gonna fight it. I gotta fight it, right? That's like just working the numbers. So stamina 7. So snake.
10, it's dead.
Yeah.
Or 10, you win.
Snake is a 12. I can't lose to that, right? No, I can't. I can tie it. 12 is the lowest I can roll.
Yeah.
Okay. 5. Snake goes. That's a 16.
This makes the
Snake goes.
makes your math easy.
Yeah, 15. Okay. Snake goes 7, 13. Yeah. Okay. Snake's dead.
All right. So long, Danger Noodle.
I say that. DM, I say that. So long, Danger Noodle. 112. You disentangle yourself from the dead sewer snake and try crossing the water. You get across without any further incidents, but you are certainly looking forward to your next bath. You continue along the passageway until you reach a junction where you can either go straight on or take a passage off to the left. If you fork left, turn to 212. If you wish to go straight, 367. Let's go straight. 367. Some way along the passage, you arrive at a 4-way junction. You take a path to the north. Oh, we're back here. You take a path to the north, which eventually leads you to a large wooden door. You can hear nothing by listening to the keyhole. Will you try to open the door slowly and quietly or charge the door down? Okay, so this is the golem room, right?
Possibly.
Yeah, this is the golem room. So 308, right? 308, because we snuck in. 308 is the golem room. The handle turns and you step into a dark room. Turn to 257. Why make me turn a page for one line? I don't understand this game. Yeah, this is the golem room. So we're in the golem room.
Okay. So moving slowly towards the boxes in the corner is not a great idea.
Yeah. I'm just going to run for the other door. 237, right?
Because, I don't know why. I mean, maybe there's something else that you need to do with the spider, but clearly you didn't want the spider for the thing you used it for.
Sorry, one sec. Okay, so I'm just going to run for the other door because the spider didn't do anything. The spider got me killed.
You only opened... we opened all 3 of the boxes.
Yeah.
We opened
in the third box is the spider. This is where we found the spider.
One box has a key to the next box, which has the key to the next box, which has the spider.
Yeah. Okay, you open the door and step towards into a passageway which runs eastward for several meters and ends at the foot of a staircase. You climb the stairs and eventually find yourself in a narrow passageway. A short distance ahead, you can see an opening into a large, well-lit room. You press on forwards, turn to 169. So we're almost back to where we were.
So you just bypassed that whole area, and now you're in the...
Yeah, because now we're in that room with the dining hall, with the armor.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know not to look at the armor.
Maybe you can look at the paintings. So.
Yeah, I'll look at the paintings just because I'm curious. 317.
Painting slaps you.
If the painting slaps me, I quit. The paintings are portraits of various lords and earls prominent in the kingdom of Crag and Rock. Behind a chair at the head of the table is a portrait of Balthus Dire himself. He does indeed look a powerful adversary. Add 1 luck point for the warning of his appearance, but lose 1 stamina for the feeling of fear he instills? What?
You literally got hurt by looking at the painting.
This game sucks, dude. 1 to 12. Technically not a slap, yeah. You may now continue with the left-hand staircase or the right. I think I went right last time, right?
You went right last time.
Yeah,
You
let's go
try
left. No, wait, because right was safe, though. I know right's safe.
I mean, the staircase was safe.
Yes. I think if I go left, it's like going to crumble, because when I went up the other staircase, they made a point of saying how sturdy it was.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. Did both the staircases go to the same place, though?
I know if I go on the left-handed one, something bad's going to happen. Okay, left. Okay, 19, fine. We'll take the left. I know it's going to collapse. I call it from a million miles away. The staircase creaks as your foot falls on it. You try to ascend as quietly as possible, but the old timbers groan under your weight. Suddenly, one of the stairs clicks as if to trigger a switch of some kind. To your surprise, all of the stairs flick downwards. You are now standing on a smooth, steep slope. Try as you might.
Super heavy fun slide.
Try as you might. You cannot keep your balance and you fall down the slope, tumbling head over heels. If you wish to use a levitation spell, you may fly up and out of danger to land on the balcony. Do I have a levitation spell? I haven't used it this round, right?
Because you didn't use it when you were falling into the other pit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use the levitation. Right, Twitch chat? Keep me honest. I haven't used it, right? Okay. 363. I knew it. I knew it. The way they worded the other staircase when I went up it, they're like, oh, it's sturdy and it creaks a little bit, but everything's A-okay. And it's like, what a weird thing to say.
Yeah, yeah.
What did I say? 363? Yeah.
Of course, it wasn't that it collapsed. It was the trap.
Yeah.
So it was like perfectly well maintained. It's just it happened to have a trap on it.
Wait for levitation to make it worse. Yeah. 363. Along the balcony are 3 doors. Okay, I tried center, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was in the center? This is where the ghosts were, right? This is where we died.
No, wasn't this where the like goblin kids were?
Oh, center is the goblin kids. Right. Okay, well, let's try a different door. Let's go left. 228. The locked door is very strong and made of solid oak. It is unlikely you will break it down, but you may try. Otherwise, you use a strength spell to smash it. The lock is copper, and you could try using a copper key if you have one. Which will you choose? There was a copper key back at the golem, right?
No, it was a silver key. It was silver and then like green glowing.
Smashing it down. Oh, I mean, I have to choose one of these because
you don't have any strength spells left. I don't think.
I'm out. So I have to smash it down. So 88. Test your luck. If you were lucky. The door is extremely strong, but cracks a little under your charge. You may try charging it as often as you wish until you break it. Roll a die for each attempt. If you roll a 6, you succeed. Turn to 292. For each unsuccessful attempt, you must lose 1 stamina point. If you decide against this course of action, you may use a strength spell or try either the middle door or the door at the far. Okay, I'm not trying to break a door. I have to roll a d6, and every time I don't roll a 6, I take damage. I'm at 12 health.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to 304. I'm not doing it.
So you're going to go to the right hand side?
Just roll a 6. I'll try once. Just roll a 6. It's simple.
It's true. 1 in 6 chance.
Nope. Go to 11.
Ow.
If it were me, I would just roll a 6. One more. Okay, fine. We'll do one more.
Chad is enabler.
Yeah. Ow. Go to 10. Well, time to try again. Come on, 6.
Sunk cost fallacy is strong.
Go to 9. Okay.
We're committed now?
Yeah. Go to 8.
You still have a healing spell?
Nope. Go to 7.
Just beat yourself unconscious against this door.
Go to 6.
That
6.
guy's...
I have 6 health. It's an omen.
All right.
Go to 5.
The bad guy just like comes up. He's like, "Wow, I did all these like I did all these like cool traps and stuff." It turns out just a locked door is what killed him. He just beat his own head against it until he died.
Okay, I'll stop. Okay. I'll stop at 3. When I have 3 health, try the green die. Ah, 4. Okay. Never go to the casino. Yeah. Oh. 3. But what if I roll a 6 now?
I mean, you've rolled other numbers so often, you have to roll a 6 now, right? That's how random numbers work.
Yeah.
The chances of you rolling a 6 are going up all the time.
Go to 2. Okay, one more time. Go to 1. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Adam, just go look at another door. What if this last one's a 6? Like, okay, so if I roll a 6 now, I'll keep doing this. Well, I guess, Paul, what do you want to do? Do you want me to die? Do you want me to try and die? And then we can just stop and we can read subs and we can try this book again another time?
I don't know. I'm cool either way. I mean, we could also like be that you go to the other door but have all your health back.
Nah, that's boring.
No, okay.
Okay, we're gonna try. Okay.
One last time.
What are the odds of not rolling a 6 in 12 rolls? I don't know, but it can't be. It can't be high.
By the laws of drama, it has to work now. That's sort of how.
Okay.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. Well, we'll never know what's behind that door because I just smashed myself to death into it. That's a fitting end for a Talker Jeff, right? So.
Somebody like a couple hours later, somebody just like walks by like, huh, I wonder what happened to him.
I found the intruder, yeah. All right, well, we never got to the end. That's unfortunate. I'm kind of curious. Now I want to know what happens, but I mean, like...
I mean, I don't even have a very good... I don't have a very good idea of like how much even of the thing is left. Like the guys... The ghost guys, whatever they were called, the Ganges?
Yeah. You motherfucker.
Why? Why would you... It's like looking at the mulligan card.
Oh my god. seriously open the door? Okay, I'll look. What was it? Does anybody remember what? Oh, were you on the right thing? I don't remember what page it was. Oh, it's
306, 292.
Was it
292?
292? Okay. Okay, let's find out what happens. You really want to know what happens? Twitch chat? I guess you can look. Yeah, I mean, you know what happens. I guess that ruins the surprise a little bit. 89% chance of not rolling a 6 in 12 rolls. Yeah. 89% of not rolling one. That's so high.
So this room there's a beautiful woman who just listened to you bang on the door for like half an hour. What right do you have here? And then she shoots liquid fire at you.
Oh yeah. Wait, she shoots. Oh, she with her eyes. She doesn't shoot fire. Oh wait, no wait, she shoots lasers from her eyes. So she shoots lasers from her eyes, and then we decide, hey, I have a gift for you?
I feel like the time for gifting has passed.
All right, well, we're going to leave this, because I want to say, we can still get some mileage out of this book, if I don't know what happens, right?
Yeah, like I was saying, like I don't really have, like I feel like the Ganges guys were like a mini boss.
Yeah, I think you need something to get one of the other things, either the amulet, or what was the other thing?
There was like ointment?
Ointment or amulet?
I mean, you could also have just fought them, but...
Oh, you can use the mirror? Yeah, I guess you could
maybe
use
the mirror would have done something.
I know the mirror for this girl. Like, she shoots the laser, and you're like, ha-ha, and then, pew, and it bounces back. But we won't know. We won't know. Twitch chat.
She wasn't shooting a laser, though. It was actually like...
No, she shot him out of her eyes.
Yeah, but it was like molten something. Like
yeah, it's fucking magic. Maybe it's a magic mirror.
Maybe.
Well...
So the Ganges guys are clearly some sort of like mini boss.
Yeah, they're like a story beat. Like it's like
but like I don't have any idea if it's like, is the bad guy that you're going after like the next room after those guys and you're really close, or is
I wonder how close I was. Yeah.
Is there still like a ton of the castle to do? I don't know.
It feels like there's a ton because there's like so much stuff that we skipped, right? But I mean, like they looped us around. Like we went the other way and then we just ended up back.
I mean, that was smart. Yeah. But I mean, like, the only reason why that happened is because you read too many books in the library.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had ducked out of the library, you could have kept going.
But I think, like, yeah, it's optimal. Like, we're trying to optimize this run, and we're like, read 2 books, get out.
Yeah, well, I mean, the king was like, there's a good way to do it. I don't know what that is, but there's a way to do it that's good.
Yeah.
And hey, yeah, you've got that number now. You don't even have to go back to the library.
Yeah, the combination lock number in the book was just, oh my God, that was brilliant. Well, anyway, friends, as for Paul and myself, that is it for today. That was a lot of fun. I really hope we need to plan this again. I love doing these things. And plus, we have a whole other book. And this book, if I thought this one was big, like this book's pretty big compared to the other ones. This one is thick. Like compared to this one, like you can see like the size difference.
Yeah.
Like it's way bigger.
So I think, I mean, we can check, but I think there's still only 400 different options. So it might be that there's just more description or something.
Yeah. Does what have more entries?
The thicker one. I don't think so, but I mean, we can look at the last page.
No, it's still 400.
Yeah.
They're just longer and more descriptive. They've painted a thing. Painted a picture with their words. But anyway, for the purposes of the YouTube video, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Once again, shout outs to Wormwood Gaming for sponsoring this stream. If you go ahead and go to wormwoodgaming.com and use the affiliate code LRR, if you live within the US, you get free shipping. And everywhere else in the world, use LRR World for $10 off your order. I would appreciate it. It helps us keep the lights on. The sponsorship is not only beneficial, but also worthwhile because we get all these great products from them, which I think are definitely worth ordering. So yeah, once again, that's wormwoodgaming.com. The bones of trees and the skins of beasts, offer not valid in the Forgotten Realms. Thanks. And also, it's brought to you by you, with your generous support at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Thanks a lot. It keeps the lights on. It lets me read these. It lets us do this. It's great. It's wonderful. It's
silly.
It's silly. It's like I get paid to do this. It's just wild to me. It's weird. But thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, bottom of Paul's heart. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, night, evening, life. Do something nice for somebody that's not yourself. Okay?